the Sooners out of the smoke. The Sooner schooner leading them onto the field. And it is Isaiah Coe. What's he carrying, Chris?
A selfie stick.
Oh, okay.
And his phone.
Gotcha. I thought it was going to be something more symbolic, perhaps.
I wish it was too, but it was a selfie stick. Hey,
you should have just made something up.
I know. He's got a pickaxe, Toby.
I thought it was like that. Remember the sledgehammer Buki used to bring out with
That didn't go so well.
Let's not talk about that. Sorry about that. It's a selfie stick leading the Sooners onto the field. Their traditional crimson home unis today. White pants, double crimson stripes down the side. Crimson helmets with the interlocking OU in white on the sides. The Horned Frogs awaiting their opportunity to take the field. They're going white jerseys, white pants, purple helmets for Sonny Dykes' team today. And here come the visitors from Fort Worth. Sooner captains are lined up, waiting patiently for their counterparts on the other side. Let's go downstairs to Chris.
Yeah, and they are flanked by our Orthodontics exclusively junior captain of the game for the final time this year. Orthodontics exclusively is proud to sponsor the junior captain of the game. Junior captain, the ultimate experience for children 6 through 12. 2 locations in Norman and South Oklahoma City, and every consultation is free. Boomer, today's junior captain is 8.5-year-old Wade Looper from Reagan Elementary School in Norman, Oklahoma. He just gets a fist bump from the head linesman. He'll be holding the hands of McKay Matarier and Drake Stoops as Dylan Gabriel leads Woody Washington out to the coin toss. The other 3 permanent captains, Ethan Downs, Billy Bowman, and Danny Stutzman, will fall back. We'll have 4 Sooners here at the opening coin toss. And the next voice you'll hear will be that of today's referee, David Alvarez, who encourages the captains to shake hands. Among the TCU captains include offensive lineman Brandon Coleman. Andrew Coker is in there as well. Here we go. David Alvarez.
Welcome, gentlemen, and happy Thanksgiving. TCU, you're the visitors. You're going to be calling the toss. Go ahead and come on over here if you would, please.
Switching who's going to call the toss here.
This side is heads, and all the logos are tails. What's your call going to be? He said heads.
Heads is the call. Coins in the air.
It's tails. You won the toss.
Want to defer.
Defer. Oklahoma.
That was from the mouth of Dylan Gabriel. The Sooners win the toss. They will defer, and they'll have the football to start the second half. OU will be on defense to start senior day.
Sooners start on defense. Scene Center today was presented by Mercy. At Mercy, your life is our life's work. Final thoughts time. Teddy, we start with you.
Fast start, critical. That's whenever this team's played their best football. When we get off to a good start, let's get a stop on defense, a turnover on defense, and for the offense, a couple of big plays. Push the ball down the field. Let's get it in the end zone.
Chris Plank, Gabe Eichert, final thoughts.
Fast starts have been the name of the game, Gabe. This is one of the best teams in the first quarter, not just in the Big 12, in the country, your Oklahoma Sooners. What do you need to see, though? Let's get a 3 and out here. What do you say? Get the pressure on this TCU offense.
Get this crowd into the football game. Just kind of weird circumstances. This game being the Friday after Thanksgiving, 11 a.m. kick. Let's get these people something to be very excited about here early, but the key, it's always the same for me. Win the battle at the line of scrimmage. If you are the more physical team along the offensive line and the defensive line, everything else takes care of itself. So that's what I'm watching for, especially early in this game. What type of mentality, what type of level of physicality do the Sooners have in this one?
And Toby, I'll add one more note from the sideline. It is gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful weather for football.
This is it, the final game of the 2023 regular season. The final regular season game ever for Oklahoma in the Big 12 Conference. And the title hunt is simple. Win it and stay in it. As the great George Jones sang, it's finally Friday, let the good times roll. OU TCU at the Palace. Here we go. Zach Schmidt to kick it away left to right. Approaches the football, toe to leather, driving kick, and we are underway in Norman as he sails the ball onto the K of Oklahoma for a touchback. Frogs will start at the 25.
See Gentry Williams jogging out there. Good to see him out there. We've missed him at corner quite a bit.
It'll be Josh Hoover at quarterback for TCU with Imani Bailey at running back. And a 3 tight end set along with the big tight end, Jared Wiley. Ball on the left hash. Frogs go right to left, white road unis, and starts with a flea flicker. Pitch back, rolling right, throw far sideline, and they threw it away. Isaiah Coe was all over Josh Hoover on the trick play delayed flea flicker, Teddy.
Yeah, that was a strange play. How they handed it off and tossed it back to the quarterback. A weird start to the football game, but good job downfield by the secondary staying on top of their guys.
2nd and 10. Hoover, play action, quick throw out to the right, caught at the 30-yard line and tripped up, thankfully. Jalen Robinson tackled out there on the edge by Gentry Williams. 5-yard gain.
That's twice they've thrown to Gentry Williams. They know he's been banged up. They're seeing how ready he is to go right out of the gate.
Chance for an opening 3 and out here. 3rd down and 5 from the 30. 5 wide, empty set. Hoover now sends Bailey in motion. He'll join him in the backfield. Now Hoover puts Palm to the ground, looks back at the sidelines.
We got no safety deep. They're trying to see what we're doing. We got all kinds of moving bodies out there.
Snap, Hoover back to pass. Sooners bring 4, throw across the middle. That's caught. Richardson has the first down as he sprints far sideline, out of bounds at the 40 for a 10-yard gain.
Boy, we shifted out of that defense, put a safety back. Backed our defensive line out a little bit, spread those guys out, and they were able to hit that crosser and good acceleration across the middle there to go get the first down.
Dejon Terry and Jordan Kelly check in at the defensive tackles positions as the Frogs pick up their first down of the day. In motion goes the wide receiver Knoll. They'll throw it out to him. Did he catch it or did it bounce?
I think he caught it with a knee on the ground.
He did. That's a loss. They're calling it a catch back at the 38, but it's a 2-yard loss.
That's good to get him behind the chains. Kind of a weird, disjointed offensive series so far for TCU. They decided they're going to put the ball in the air against us early and see how we respond.
2nd down and 12 from the Frogs' 38-yard line. 2 wides to the right. Now it trips to the right as Richardson joins him. Inside handoff. Imani Bailey had room, but he got tripped up, maybe on his own man. No gain.
Boy, it looked like he had a guard pulling around, and they had a huge hole there, which, I'm pretty surprised they didn't start off quicker with some running game, as that was our big struggle last week, but got his feet clipped up there on the guard and sets up a 3rd and long for us. Let's see how Venables comes after the young quarterback.
3rd down and 11. Yeah, he tripped on Andrew Coker, his offensive lineman. 4 receivers. In motion goes Savion Williams. Trips out to the right now. He's 6'5". 2nd, 3rd down of this possession for TCU. Sooners bring a blitz. Back to pass, under pressure immediately. Throw across the middle, incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Reggie Pearson got his paws on it right at the midfield logo. Hoover throw it in a panic, and the Sooners have forced a punt.
Boy, and dial up a big-time pressure there. We bring all kinds of guys off the outside edge, and Stutzman there in the middle as well, and create some really good pressure there on Hoover, and he just whips it over the middle and throws it into dangerous territory, and had we got our head around a little bit quicker, may have intercepted that.
There's the snap back to the punter, Jordy Sandy. Short spiraling kick into the wind. Gavin Freeman up to make the fair catch at the 27-yard line, and that's where the Sooners will start after a timeout.
27. Thank you, Kendall Briles. I was kind of surprised, Gabe Ica. They wouldn't run the football there.
What was that? 6 plays?
6 plays.
Threw it 5 times?
That's right. 1 run.
When the Sooners defense really struggled to fit the run a week ago, that is... Sometimes football coaches confuse me, especially the one time you did run it, an absolutely massive hole in your running back just trips. But hey, we'll take it.
And Toby, Dylan Gabriel, the guy.
That's right. Dylan Gabriel takes the field at quarterback from the 27, starts with a play action. Back to pass, looks deep, fires deep. He's got Nick Anderson deep, caught at 30-yard line, tackled inside the 25. The Sooners start with a big play.
Boy, that's exactly what we need. Again, everyone's been coming up to the line of scrimmage tight and challenging us. You got to make them pay early to back them off.
49 yards right out of the gates. From the 23 of the TCU, Gabriel to throw again. Looks middle, throws middle. It is incomplete. Stogner wearing a frog, and here comes a flag.
Well, he's got double coverage there, and DG still goes to him and puts the ball in a safe spot and able to force that pass interference there.
Pass interference. Defense, number 2. First down at the spot of the foul.
Josh Newton. That moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Sooners in the red zone, sponsored by Delta Dental of Oklahoma, the state's leading provider of dental benefits. In 2 plays, Oklahoma first and goal from the 9. Sawchuk the back. Gabriel runs it himself. Has a hole. 5, 2, 1. Touchdown. Aloha. Dylan Gabriel. He's playing today, Teddy. Touchdown.
Boy, that's just a great play call there. We go 4 skill guys to one side. We got the nub on the backside, just end over, only the tackle to that side. And we run that GT quarterback power, however you want to call that play. And there is nobody there for TCU. Get great blocking up front, wash it down, get a good kick out, and Dylan Gabriel just walks into the end zone.
Did somebody ask for a quick start? Yeah.
We got it.
Jiminy Christmas. Big pass play, penalty, touchdown run. The blink of an eye. Zach Schmidt on for the extra point try. It is up, and it is good. Zach Schmidt now 113 for 113 in PATs in his career. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today.
Well, actually, it's an 89-point first-quarter point differential. The Sooners have scored 140 first-quarter points, and you said it, they needed a fast start. No better way than that.
I absolutely love the mentality from Jeff Levy on that first play. TCU is really aggressive with what they do from a coverage standpoint. Now they're going to be thinking about the long ball all day long, and number 8 looks pretty healthy to me. What a first drive by Dylan Gabriel.
Major Everhart deep for the Frogs. Zach Schmidt's second kickoff headed his way. Got a hold of this one again. Fair catch called for. 25-yard line's where they'll start. We'd like to thank our OU Community Outreach partners, Fowler Auto Group, OU Health, OG&E, and Coca-Cola. The University of Oklahoma Athletics is one with you. Let's see if Kendall Briles goes to the ground a little more here, Teddy, on their second possession.
Yeah, probably will. And it may have been some automatic things where they get a certain look, they're going to go to the air, and they started off with that little gadget play as well, kind of got them out of the order they wanted to go.
Start with a handoff to Amani Bailey, and he's met at the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain. It is Kip Lewis and Kendall Dolby in on the tackle. 2nd and 10.
And a really nice play there, but we're kind of flirting with danger. We fit on the wrong side of that there by Stutzman. If he had a cut to the outside, that could have been a big gain.
Hoover going to throw this time, looking near sideline, throws wide of the mark, incomplete. Savion Williams, the intended receiver, had a little bit of happy feet back there that time, did Hoover. 3rd and 10.
Good drop by Kip Lewis underneath there, forced that throw wide. Just never felt comfortable there, never had a really good window that he was throwing to either.
Sooners bring in the 5-star duo of PJ Adebayo-Ray and Peyton Bowen here on 3rd and long.
We got 6 DBs with Stutzman at the mic as well.
Watch the tight end, Jared Wiley. He's lined up left into the line. In motion goes Richardson. Back to pass Hoover. Here comes a blitz off the edge. He throws deep down the near sideline. Incomplete. Flag is down. Richardson defended by Dolby, and they're going to get Dolby for a PI, it looks like.
Yeah, this is one of those where a terrible throw forces a pass interference calls. The receiver's trying to get back into the numbers. And
pass interference, defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty and automatic. First down.
Ted?
It's a bad call.
I wanted to make sure it just wasn't me.
It's a bad throw. He's got good position. He turns to find the football, and he can't help it that it's a horrendous throw, and the wide receiver's trying to get across his positioning, which he's certainly allowed to have on the football field.
That's the first penalty on OU today. It moves it to the 40-yard line. Trent Battle in at running back for TCU. 1st and 10 from there. Play action. Rolling right, Hoover. Looks back near side. He's going to take another deep shot down the sideline. Coming back for it. Woody Washington knocked it down. Almost picked it off. Blake Knoll turned into the defender there, the TCU wideout. Woody Washington almost got his first interception of the year.
And here's what you'll notice as well. And I know that we talk about stats and sacks and when they show up in the stat line, when they don't. We don't have one yet, but the pressure on the quarterback is affecting everything that he does. You can see these throws that we're forcing with the good pressure on the quarterback just collapsing the pocket.
Man in motion left to right. Handoff. Bailey over the right side. Squeezes it outside. Runs into Pearson. Got knocked sideways by Kip Lewis. 5-yard gain out to the 45-yard line. You're right, Ted. I'm not sure Josh Hoover's made a throw yet with a good platform. It seems like he's moving all over the place as he lets go of the football.
It's in his head as well. But I'm going to tell you right now, this run game, we're flirting with danger. They've had numbers, and they've had a gap on us each time they've run the ball. They just haven't found it.
3rd and 5. They bring pressure again. Throw out to the right. Incomplete. Thankfully, they had a man wide open on a wheel route. Bailey down the sideline had a touchdown if Hoover had seen him, but he didn't. And the Frogs will punt.
We brought pressure off that left side where the back was, and I'm guessing one of those rushers is supposed to peel out of there and take that wheel route if the back doesn't stay in a block. And we didn't get that. Everyone continued to the quarterback, and luckily they missed a wide open player.
Jordy Sandy, who's slightly younger than Gabe Eichert, with a bad punt, line drive, and it's fallen on. No, he dropped it. It's picked up by TCU on the run inside the 10-yard line.
It'll be dead at the 19.
It'll be touched at the 19 first, but TCU on the muffed punt will take over in the red zone.
Boy, that's a strange error from Gavin Freeman. We typically don't see that from him. He's been really good at catching it in the air, and I know he's trying to prevent a big bounce and a lot of yardage there.
The ball was touched by the receiving team, recovered by the kicking team, or it is dead. First down, TCU.
That's a big mistake there.
And the Sooners, about to get the ball back with a touchdown lead, have given it right back to TCU with a big opportunity here to tie this game up. From the 19-yard line.
This is gadget territory after a sudden change. Defense has to run back out there. You got to look for some type of weird play.
Hoover, back to pass. Dumps it across. Bailey got it out of the backfield at the 15, and he takes a blast. Crash Pearson planted him at the 13-yard line.
Really nice play there by Reggie Pearson. He comes flying downhill, gets between all the tunnel screen, the offensive line up to the next level, and has a huge shot right on the quads of Bailey.
Ethan Downs got a hand on that pass. 2nd down and 4 from the 13. Hoover going to throw again. Quickly across the middle. That's caught by Wiley at the 5. Spun down at the 3. Frogs will have 1st and goal.
Well, this is the spot where our defense usually gets their second wind, and they get some, I don't know if they get the energy from the crowd or from the situation, but they usually dig in right here. Difficult to score on.
1st and goal. Josh Hoover's already thrown 10 passes in this game. Handoff Bailey. Bam. Folded in half at the 4. A loss of 1. Stutzman.
Really good job, Stutzman. Good physical play. And he comes up and right on contact. There's no more yardage afterwards. That's a good physical tackle there by Stutzman. He's so much different this year on plays like that where he's not getting knocked back. He's got good power and strength there inside the box.
Amani Bailey's helmet came off. He'll have to come out for a play. Trey Sanders, the Alabama transfer, in to replace him. 2nd and goal from the 4. Hoover, quarterback keeper, runs left, and he's in. Touchdown. Zone read, it looked like. Hoover kept it. And the Frogs, after the muffed punt, are an extra point away from tying it up.
Man, it's a tough play down here in the tight red zone. looks like it's that GT counter coming from the defense's right to left, and the quarterback keeps it on the backside as you see Bothroyd overplays it, and that's tough. You end up having a Jordan Kelly inside defensive lineman has to play the quarterback out the backside on that. It's tough.
It's just a tough play, Ted. They scored on the exact same thing against Baylor last week.
Griffin Kale missed the extra point. He pushed it wide right. There was a high snap, late hold, and the extra point is no good. And so the Sooners still lead it with 8:53 to go in the first quarter, 7-6.
So, big mistake there. Normally, Gavin makes great decisions, and that just unfortunately wasn't one. Set them up, inside the 20 for.
That's why you got to be so good at catching the ball in the air, because once it gets on the ground, you never know. And I understand the mindset. He's trying to mitigate the damage there, maybe with a big rollout. But gosh, you got to get up there and get under it whenever possible.
Well, and they're kicking into the wind. Punting into the wind. I think he needs to move up a little bit more. He could catch it.
The high pooch goes opposite way. LV Bunkley Shelton up and fair catches it at the 23. So that'll give the Sooners the ball on the 25.
And there's a significant breeze up there.
Yeah.
It is going, it's to the back, left to right, so it's coming out of the north. The Sooners back right now. How about that opening offensive possession?
Oh, it's fantastic. Good to see Dylan out there. And obviously, they ran him on the 4th or 5th play for the touchdown, so he must be feeling good.
Out of the shotgun from the 25, Sooners lead it by 1. Sawchuk in motion. They go 5 wides. Snap. Gabriel against a 3-man rush. Looks near sideline. Now back middle. Now to the left. He'll run it. Slides down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say he started his slide at the 24, so it'll be a 1-yard loss. Boy, he had all day there, just couldn't find anybody.
They just spread the net there on the back end and just rushed the 3 guys. They're good at that. They give you a nice little balance of bringing pressures from some different angles and then dropping 8 guys.
Going empty again.
5 wides. They start compact, then spread it wide. Gabriel on 2nd and 11. Going to take a shot deep down the middle. Nick Anderson caught it, takes a big blast, and the ball came out. And it's recovered by TCU. Now they say incomplete pass. And let's see if Nick Anderson's okay. Boy, he took a shot.
Yeah, you catch the ball down the middle, you got to be ready to get down.
Well, he popped up real quick, but, it looks like a good legal shot. Shoulder low on him.
He's trying to get out. There we go. They're going to sub him out. Looked like he may have had the wind knocked out of him, guys.
That was a big shot to the right shoulder. He's out. Bunkley Shelton in on 3rd and 11. It was a good throw by Gabriel. Drake Stoops in the backfield here. Now he motions out. 3rd consecutive snap there, 5 wides. DG against a 4-man rush. Can't find anybody yet. Now throws late. Got him. Jaden Gibson, first down across the 40-yard line.
Nice curl route, 15 yards right on the hash.
Well, that's really good by Dylan Gabriel, going all through his reads there. Good footwork there in the pocket. Comes backside, moves over a little bit, makes a really nice throw downfield.
Sooners go quick. DG to throw again. Down the near sideline, looking for Gibson behind the defense. Caught it on the run. Can't get him down, and he's dragging the frog into the end zone.
Basically walked in the end zone with the guy hanging on his shirt tail.
Touchdown, Jaden Gibson. He just carried a frog across the goal line.
What a great throw by Dylan Gabriel, right in stride.
Boy, and you talked about that breeze behind it. That can be difficult whenever you're throwing with the wind at your back, and just perfect. And I've never seen a guy basically stop and walk the final yard dragging someone in.
And pointing to the crowd, Ted. And pointing to the crowd.
He literally looked like he was going to stop a yard short, and then just walked in the end zone with the guy pulling his jersey.
Well, I don't know what they're looking at on this one.
Yeah, they always review him, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I think he was pointing before he crossed the goal line.
He was.
Yeah. That was awesome. 59-yard touchdown pass to Jaden Gibson, his 5th touchdown of the year.
Looks like we found something with these deep balls.
Oh, yeah.
And the extra point is good by Zach Schmidt. 14-6 OU. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Hey, Stats, how many yards does DG have already in this game? 2 possessions, 126 yards passing already.
And I love Tom, so I'm just kidding. But his mother was a little choked up, and Drake down there said to her, he said, "Now don't you go crying on me." So keep it light. Drake, it's all been great. We've had a great run, and everything has its time, and it's been awesome. And hopefully we finish this 2023 game at home here with a great win.
Drive summary for OU: 4 plays, 75 yards, and $1.11. Make a wish. Drive summary is brought to you by the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. Make it home safe, Oklahoma. There's the kickoff. Schmidt comes down at the 1-yard line to Everhart. Fair catch called for. And he'll start at the 25. Apparently, Ted, nobody believes in running the football today. Both teams have been airing it out so far.
Well, as far as I'm concerned with our defense, that the couple of runs that they have tried to hit on us, they've had there. Now they got tripped up on the first one, and then a poor cut by the running back on this one in the last series. But they've had some stuff there. We've got to get our run fits figured out, especially whenever we saw what happened a week ago.
Josh Hoover with Amani Bailey next to him, hands it to Bailey up the middle, and he's tripped up as he dives across the line of scrimmage. He got a couple.
Good job by Kip in there, going up and engaging the guard there pretty quickly. Not much room to go there for Bailey.
2nd down and 8. Ball just above the Big 12 logo. That'll disappear after this game. Back to pass Hoover. Looking out to the right. Throws. It's caught by Wiley. Short gain, though, for the tight end. They'll give him the 31. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Pretty good tackle right there. Forced the throw underneath, and no yards after catch, going backwards.
TCU 1 for 3 so far on 3rd downs today.
We've been bringing the heat, too. Coach Venables has been bringing it from a bunch of different angles.
5 wides, actually 4 wide and a tight end, but now they'll bring Bailey into the backfield. Hoover, quick throw across the middle. It's caught. 1st down. Everhart to catch on the slant out to the 37.
Billy Bowman was all over him, too. Tight coverage, and he just made a good catch.
Good challenge there.
1st down and 10, TCU at the 37-yard line. They sub, so the Sooners will take the opportunity to do a line shift of their own. R. Mason Thomas among those checking in.
We're doing the old sub just like last week.
Yep.
Man in motion right to left. It is a quick throw, batted in the air, down by R. Mason Thomas. Incomplete pass. Almost got him a pick.
I've been looking for more tip balls, Teddy.
Yeah.
When we bring pressure and they throw it with all those guys coming up, inside there, you'd think you get your hands on a few more.
Yeah, you got to get that timing down.
That was close to a lateral.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I don't know why the officials were so quick to blow that one dead. Sometimes you got to let something that's close like that play out.
2nd and 10, compact formation here. Everhart in motion left to right. Hoover, play action, quick throw across the middle, caught. Wide open Earl into Sooner territory, down the sidelines 30. It's a race, 20-yard line, finally caught by Dolby and tackled inside the 15. Somebody blew that coverage.
Boy,
Joe Earl.
Yeah, they had good play action there with a lot of eye candy there in the backfield, and someone lost their man across the middle.
Threw the linebackers up.
5:44 to go 1st quarter. Sooners lead at 14-6. But here come the Frogs threatening right back. Hoover, handoff, up the middle, bouncing right. Bailey makes a cut to the 10, spins his way to the 5, finally down.
It's another one of those, Teddy. It's a 10-yard gain and didn't get hit until the 8th or 9th yard.
Yeah, you're all the way up to the last guy there, and he's in a tough spot with a bunch of space, trying to tackle a running back that's got a full head of steam there. This is the thing that I've worried about, here as the season's drawn on. Some of our run fits have been a problem, and we saw it last week against BYU. We've got to dial some of those things in.
1st and goal from inside the 5, pistol formation. It is a handoff to Bailey, and he's met in the backfield and twisted down by Stutzman for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and goal from the 6.
Good front there. We've got everyone kind of packed on the inside and leaving some of those outside gaps open because we got the secondary overhang players are all tight there to the core.
You got to worry about the big tight end, Jared Wiley, down here. Hoover back to pass, looking end zone, fires end zone, caught. Touchdown, JoJo Earl. He did the heavy lifting getting the ball down here, and he gets the touchdown.
No one near him, really. Just in the back of the end zone.
A 6-yard touchdown pass to JoJo Earl. And they will not go for 2. They'll try for the extra point to get within 1.
Trying not to chase points too early in the game.
What was your philosophy on that, Coach?
That same. I wouldn't. Yeah, you don't chase points early.
Wait till the 4th?
Sure, or late third. Yeah, late third or 4th.
Saw some of that yesterday. I thought the Detroit Lions were chasing them too early, and some of that stuff got out of their game plan a little bit, and you end up trying to play catch up, and it changes the whole.
Don't even get me started, Teddy, on analytics.
Yeah.
To me, analytics are just a way for everyone to excuse a bad choice of going for 2 or going for 4th downs or whatever. The analytics said it, so that makes it okay when you don't make it.
Oh, the Renegades aren't using a lot of analytics?
No. I trust my gut more than I do the analytics.
Oh, it's a big part of every sport now.
Right.
Crunching the numbers and
it doesn't take into account who you're playing against, and there's a lot of, I think, misnomers with it.
What way the wind's blowing and what kind of day your quarterback's having.
Well, even the other, it's like they get more and more detailed, as the years pass, but the more things that you factor in, the more wrong you are as the game goes on because they're not updated as things unfold on the football field. So by the time the second half rolls around, who knows what the true analytics would say.
It was an 8-play, 75-yard drive for the Frogs in 3:12. 2 big passes to JoJo Earl on that drive, including the touchdown. His second of the year. So it's 14-13. Extra point was good. And buckle in, everybody. We might have a good old-fashioned shootout on the day after Thanksgiving unfolding here. Kickoff headed toward Farouk this time. It'll back him into the end zone, and he's going to bring it out down the right side to the 10, 15, hit at the 20, and hit hard at the 22 down there. Looked like LV Bunkley Shelton was encouraging him to take a knee, and he said, get out of my way.
They got to coordinate that a little bit better because he needs to be out in front blocking if the return guy is going to bring it out.
So Dylan Gabriel, who's having a big day already, 126 yards, a touchdown pass, and a touchdown run, will lead his offense onto the field starting at the 22-yard line this time. Nick Anderson back out there. Trips left. Gabriel going to throw again. Out to the far side. Pass deflected and incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Sure seems like you ought to be able to run on this defense, Teddy. They got 2 wide defensive ends and a nose guard. There's a lot of room in there.
A lot of room. Jamoy Hodge, number 6, inside backer, a really good player, but, I like our offensive line matchup.
Flag down at the snap, handoff Sawchuk. He gets a big chunk of it as he's twisted down out to the 28.
Offsides on them.
6 yards on the play. And our head referee, David Alvarez.
Offside. Defense, number 94, lined up in the neutral zone, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
That's Michael Ibukun Okeode.
Nailed it.
Practiced that a lot. I wanted to get it in. Thank you.
Well, he's a good-looking player.
2nd and 5. Trips out to the left. DG going to throw that way. Does. Caught by Drake behind the line of scrimmage, and he can't quite get away. He got a yard to the 28. It'll be 3rd and 4.
That's a nice one-on-one tackle there. I thought he was going to twist out of there on that last-second effort, but force a tough little 3rd down for us here.
Bud Clark the tackle. Sooners 1 for 1 on 3rd downs. We're down to 3:45 to go in the quarter. Sooners lead 14-13. Stoops and Stogner stacked here in the slot to the right. Now they move Austin out a little bit and send him in motion. Gabriel to throw. Slant pattern. Farouk caught it, dropped him. Incomplete. Broke it up. Josh Newton got a hand in there. And Oklahoma, for the first time today, will be forced to punt.
We'll run that little clear out there. Stogner coming across and try and create some space there to run that slant. And good throw, good route, but just got to pull that one in. That ball's on the money.
Did the guy get a hand on it?
No, it's clean. It's a clean drop.
Tight catch.
Luke Elzinga, who had a beautiful throw last week on the fake punt that got called off by the penalty. Out to punt for the first time today and puts a shoe into it. High with the wind at his back, carrying J.P. Richardson back inside the 25-yard line. Fair catch called for. Good carry on that kick. And the Frogs will get the ball back with a chance to go grab the lead here late in the first.
We need a good defensive series right here.
Got to be good on first down. Get them off schedule where we can start to dictate what we want to do. Those third and longs is where we need to be. Young quarterback, and as much as Coach Venables changes those looks between bringing pressure and playing man or dropping into a big zone, you can force a turnover.
41-yard punt by Elzinga. Josiah Wagner, the freshman out of the state of Washington, in the game. He's on Savion Williams right now. From the 24-yard line, TCU. Hoover rolling right, looking to throw. Got to get rid of it. Does. Out to the sideline, incomplete.
Good pressure.
Being chased by Stutzman. Yeah.
Yep.
Really nice there. Just a little boot action. Fake that zone going to the defense's right, and then Hoover tries to get outside. And Stutzman recognized it right away, had great footwork there, and is able to pull him up on the spot, force him to throw that ball before he wanted to.
2nd and 10. 3:14 to go, first quarter. Bailey to the right. They hand him the ball. Up the middle, has a hole. 30-yard line, outside. First down to the 35. Tackled there. Robert Spears Jennings the stop out at the 36, but it's a 12-yard pickup.
When we get peeled out of there, defensive line, we're in that bare front and get on the wrong side of one guy there, and again, up to that next level.
In motion, Richardson. Handoff Bailey, running right. Caught around the head out at the 38-yard line. 2-yard gain. It was Kip Lewis on the tackle. Kip's flying around here today.
Boy, Bailey is, whenever he's got that ball in his hand, he is twitchy. With all those moves, back and forth, spinning.
Back to pass Hoover, under pressure, wrapped up, got rid of it, and incomplete, out of bounds. Kip Lewis all over him, but he couldn't get him to the ground.
I don't know how he got that ball off, actually. Just all over him.
3rd down and 7 coming up. Yeah, that's a lot of strength there, Coach, to get rid of that ball.
So we've pressured a couple of times here and really made it uncomfortable there, but I feel like maybe we're going to drop out.
Trace Ford and BJ into rush. Battle in at running back to pass Hoover, 4-man rush, dumps it out, caught by Richardson, makes a move to the 40, first down, 45. Stutzman jumps on his back at midfield.
Yeah, just a one-man screen. They had one guy out in front of the running back.
13 yards.
I don't know how that didn't pull more coverage over there and help out our flat player. Should have a inside player coming really quickly following that lead blocker.
We're under 2 to go first quarter. Oklahoma leads 14-13. TCU from the Sooner 49. Hoover to throw again. Can't find anybody. Throws late. Nice. Incomplete. Broken up by Peyton Bowen. Intended for Jared Wiley.
He had a long time to throw there.
Yeah, that's tough whenever he starts pumping all over the field. Good job on Peyton Bowen. Stayed locked up on his coverage there. Peyton Bowen's not a small guy, but whenever you're guarding a 6'7", 260-pound tight end, it looks that way.
Everybody looks small next to Jared Wiley, maybe except for PJ. 2nd and 10 from the Sooner 49, ball just below the OU logo. Cam Cook in at running back. Hoover throws, slant pattern, broken up. Woody Washington got a hand in there.
Great coverage.
A really nice challenge.
Tried to slant, cleared out, tried to slant. He got in there and knocked it down.
Teddy, that's already the 20th pass for Josh Hoover in this game.
It's wild, isn't it? And
he's on pace for 80-plus today.
There's going to be another one right here. We've got a 3rd and 10. We need to get after him, force a bad throw, help, turnover, something here. Bring some pressure.
He's 10 for 20. 3rd and 10 from the 49. Hoover back to pass. Sooners bring pressure. Under pressure. Throwing backwards. Incomplete.
Great pressure by Danny Stutzman, right?
Yeah, he really sets up that. You get the two outside D linemen coming down, and he holds the center for a second, then loops around. Really nice.
Yeah, Bothroyd in there, too. 4th and 10, so they're going to try to pin the Sooners deep here. And it is indeed Gavin Freeman sent back to try to catch this punt, muff the last one.
Got to move up a little bit, Teddy.
Yeah.
Their punter's about your age, Coach. Jordy Sandy, the Australian.
He can't be that old.
Inside the 10, it bounds into the end zone. Took a Sooner bounce. He's the 4th oldest player in college football. He's 30 years old.
Wow. Well, good for him.
Wait, he's 30 and he's only the 4th oldest player in college football?
Yeah, the oldest,
They're all Australian.
is a kicker for Virginia who's 34 years old.
I'll tell you what's funny. Watching football yesterday, I saw little Jason Peters, the tackle, is playing, and he played, Coach. He was playing tackle at Arkansas in the 2001 Cotton Bowl.
How about
and
that?
he's still a starting left tackle in the NFL.
That's amazing.
Handoff Sawchuk on 1st down over the left side. Powers his way forward for 3 to the 23. We're late first quarter. Sooners lead 14-13.
I'm wondering how old's Lane Johnson, Teddy.
Well,
Got to be.
He's my age, Coach. Yeah, I think he's like 33.
That's what I thought.
2nd and 7. Trips out to the right. Ball on the left hash. DG's got it. Quick throw. And it's incomplete. Drake couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
well, we had that one set up pretty good. Was that Nick Anderson out in front? Looked like he clipped the guy that was in coverage there.
They've had some success going deep. Let's see if they try it again here on 3rd and 7. Jaden Gibson had the 59-yard touchdown. He's to the near sideline here. Nick Anderson to the high. Sooners left to right late first quarter. Drake in motion. There's the snap. Gabriel against a 4-man rush. Has time across the middle. It's incomplete. And there comes the flag. Nick Anderson wearing a frog.
He's pulling him down.
This is going to be another pass interference. 2nd on TCU. OU's been called for one as well in this game. They're talking it over.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 16. Automatic 1st down. Let's follow the foul.
Jonte McMillan called for it. And the spot of the foul is the 35-yard line. So the drive stays alive. With 51 seconds to go in the first.
I felt like it was deep. Is that really where the spot of the foul was?
They move it to the 36 now. They heard Teddy complain, and they gave him an extra yard.
I thought he was further downfield than that.
Gabriel pitched to Sawchuk. Running right, and he's met by a wave of white jerseys. That's a 1-yard loss.
Well, it looked like he was looking for a cutback right away. That pitch action, trying to get everyone to run over the top and then take it north-south. And, we never got much anything going there on the line of scrimmage.
Sooners quick snap it. Gabriel back to pass. Under pressure. Heaves it deep for Gibson down the near sideline again, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't hang on and took a shot. It'll be
behind him again.
3rd and 11.
You don't mind that with Jaden Gibson. He's always got the opportunity to go over the top of one of those DBs and pluck the ball right from him.
Never looks like he's running that fast, Coach. He's just got such long strides.
That's how Brandon Jones used to be, Teddy. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like Sonny wants a timeout here. And he gets it. 26 seconds to go in the
Timeout. TCU, the first of the half. 30 seconds in length.
Sooners 2023 football games are always available in Spanish on Exodus 96.5 FM in Oklahoma City and 101.5 FM El Patron in Tulsa with our good buddies Enrique and Luis. Yeah, they went worldwide viral last week, Teddy, with the Billy call on the 100-yard interception. They do a great job. Brought to you by Supermercados Morelos.
That was a lot of fun. Still looking back at that play, how huge that was in that football game. Had to have something in that moment.
Great play. Well, that timeout helped us. If we don't pick up the first down, we get the punt with the win.
Yeah, that's a good point. Back on the field, 3rd and 11 from the 35. What do you like here, Ted?
Well, I like the deep stuff, and I know they're probably going to have 2 safeties back, so probably have to work the middle of the field here, some of those deep crossers. And
we've got them stretched out wide. Man free.
Drake in motion. Gabriel back to pass. Twist up front. Throws down the seam. Caught. A crouching catch by Nick Anderson in Horned Frog territory.
Baited him in like he was going to run an inside.
Yeah, he did.
And he took it upfield.
That was really nice. Looked like he was going to run like a bang aid or a slant, and then took it vertical. Nice throw.
5 seconds to go in the quarter.
We don't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Now we do.
And the Sooners will let the quarter expire. So the quarter ends on a 20-yard strike to Nick Anderson. A big first quarter for Dylan Gabriel, 147 yards passing, and Oklahoma takes a 1-point lead, 14-13 into the second. Coach, as always, thanks for joining us. Great to have you.
Thanks, Coach.
Be with you, Boomer Sooner.
Regular season being incredible in the first quarter. 147 first quarter points on the season. Their opponents have only scored 64.
Sooners from the TCU 45-yard line going right to left. They start with the reverse. Handoff, Gavin Freeman strung out and dropped all the way back in OU territory. A little double handoff reverse came to Freeman running back the right side. 8-yard loss back to the 47.
That's that weird little direct snap, strange play that we've run a couple of times.
Quick snap, Gabriel to throw. Heaves it deep down the middle behind the defense. Brennan Thompson. Bam! Touchdown! Gotcha! He ran right by him. First touchdown of the year for the former Longhorn, Brennan Thompson.
Boy, the scouting department needs to go back and check that one. Number 15, you got to be ready for that. They're hanging on. He is gone. That outside corner is trying to run with him, and he is just left in the dust. Good ball by Dylan Gabriel. It's hard. It doesn't matter how hard or how soon you throw it. You can't overthrow 15.
53 yards. That's a 59 and 53-yard touchdown pass already in the first half for Gabriel. Schmidt on for the extra point. It is good. Remember, that one was into the wind. Sooners now going into the wind here in the second. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Our new score, Oklahoma 21 and TCU 13. Chris Plank, down to you. My bad. Chris Plank's about to go give a scoreboard update on the other side of the field.
I am here. I am here.
Down to you then, Gabe.
Well, we baited them with the direct snap. We got them thinking, you know what? We played the first down very well. We can relax. And my goodness, Dylan Gabriel, let it fly. That was, Ted, I know that he's underthrown some of those this season, but when you factor in Brennan Thompson's speed and the wind that he's thrown into, that's one of Dylan Gabriel's best deep balls of the entire season.
Yeah, and you could see Brennan Thompson adjusting a couple of times on the fly there as that ball was coming in because of the wind. I'm sure that the flight there was changing on him, but I love the willingness and the early that we are pushing the ball down the field. I don't know how many we're at now, deep balls that we've thrown, and TCU's going to have to back out.
Sooners with a little pooch kickoff, drops at the 25-yard line. TCU fair catch, and that's where they'll start. Drive summary, 7 plays, 80 yards for OU in a minute 55. Oklahoma Turnpike Authority, make it home safe, Oklahoma. Let's pause quickly, 10 seconds for ID. This is Sooner football from Learfield.
KRXO-FM and KRXO-HD Oklahoma City.
This is Brent Venables. OU Game Day begins and ends right here. Your flagship station for Oklahoma Sooner football, 107.7 The Franchise.
Frogs back on the field. Josh Hoover from the 25. White unis, purple helmets, going left to right. He's back to pass. Dumps it out to the back. Amani Bailey goes high, caught it. He shouldn't have. It took him off his feet, and when he landed, it's a 4-yard loss back to the 21.
I don't know. I think maybe you can chalk that up to Hoover has still never really felt totally comfortable there in the pocket with some of the pressure that we've dialed up. And I don't know if he's, feeling it. The clock in his head is off, and he's, off his footwork, but that was another poor throw.
He's now 11 of 22 today. Sooners bring a blitz on second down. Lob down the far side, incomplete over the head of Wiley. Dolby in coverage. Teddy, let me ask you, OU's got 200 yards passing today, 2 yards rushing. The OU I'm talking about. Did you see something coming into this game that would lead you to believe through the air is the way to attack TCU?
Well, not necessarily. I always like our matchups and the way we push it down the field. But I love the aggressiveness, and they've decided that's the way they're going to attack things. And I'm sure there's going to be some changes TCU has, and we go back to the run.
3rd and 14, Hoover to throw it again. Can't find anybody. Throws it out to the flat. Caught, nice. Dropped immediately. DJ Rogers the catch. Was that Dolby? Kendall Dolby the tackle. 1-yard gain, and TCU will punt it right back to the home team.
Boy, good defense again. Hoover not comfortable in the pocket. Doesn't have direct pressure, but he's got to move around back there, and he's forced to throw the underneath route. And good job by Kendall Dolby forcing the deep, and then when he throws the short, coming up and making a good physical tackle.
Let's see if Gavin Freeman can make amends here. He's going to have some room to run on this one, likely. There's the snap back. Jordy Sandy, line drive, short kick. Freeman says, get away from it. It bounds inside the 40, inside the 35, down to the 30, still rolling to the 28. And it'll be touched dead there. Line. Trips to the right. That's the boundary. One receiver, Anderson wide left. Handoff Sawchuk running left. Cuts it back up the middle. Backs his way for a yard to the 29. Jamoy Hodge the stop.
Just another kind of one-off run. That's not a run that we major in. Just a little bit different back footwork there and blocking up front.
Gabriel to throw this time. Across the middle, pass deflected, incomplete. Looking for Stoops. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Well, they were on that one. DG started looking out to his left, and then his second read, he comes back to Drake over the middle, and they were waiting on it, and that ball was deflected, and Dangerous had 2 guys there waiting.
Tawi Walker in for the first time today. OU 2 for 3 on 3rd downs. Facing 3rd and long here. 12:39 to go in the half. 21-13 Oklahoma. 3 receivers out to the right. Anderson to the near side. Gabriel sends Stoops in motion. DG back to pass. They bring a blitz. It's picked up. He heaves it far side for Stoops. He caught it. First down as he is flung down into the TCU bench out at the 44. What a throw.
What a throw.
And a flag is down in the backfield.
Took a shot late, I think, maybe. Man, what a throw. He just floated that all the way to the...
Personal foul, rough of the passer. Defense, number 59, late hit to the quarterback. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play. First down.
Just pushed him in the back there. After DG lets it go, kind of turns his back there and got pushed late. But, man, just a beautiful throw. Throw it. That's leading a guy. He threw it all the way to the sideline. I felt like Stoops was at the hash whenever he let that ball go.
I don't know if Drake was looking into the sun or what, but as that ball was coming at him, it looked like he was like, I think I see it. Not sure. That moves the ball to the 41 in Frog territory. Snap, Gabriel. Going to throw again. Slings it out, incomplete. Wide of Sawchuk, who had room to run. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's one where DG's going to want that back. He knew he was going to check it down and throw the swing there, but didn't get the footwork right there to throw it to his right.
Overload left. They hand it off this time to Sawchuk. He's caught from behind at the 39-yard line. And they're only going to give him the 40, so just a gain of 1. It'll be another 3rd and 9.
Gabe, I don't know what's going on, but I haven't seen 52 Williams out there a whole lot for them.
No. Yeah, it's been surprising. He's standing right by their defensive line coach, so I appreciate it, though, because he's their best defensive lineman. Yeah, stand over there on the sideline. Sounds good to me.
The long late November shadows on Owen Field here. Back to pass. They bring a blitz. Throw across the middle. Drake caught it. Absorbs a big hit short of the first down at the 34. But it does set up 4th and 3 if they want to go for it here.
That's definite go territory. It's a long field goal into that wind.
Yep, they're going to go for it. That was a good catch by Drake to hang on because he got clocked. So 4th and 3. Sooners this year on 4th down, they are 11 of 16. That's 69%. Stoops in motion, right to left. Rolling left. Gabriel stops, throws, he got it. First down, Nick Anderson out of bounds in the red zone. A strike from Gabriel.
Boy, just a nice little high-low concept. Drake runs the flat, and Nick Anderson runs it in behind, little sail route there, trying to hit that void. And just like you want, TCU outside corner jumps up and plays the low one. You throw it in behind there. Really nice throw by Dylan Gabriel.
Sooners in the red zone brought to you by Delta Dental of Oklahoma, the state's leading provider of dental benefits. Handoff. Nope. Play action. Going to throw across the middle. Deflected. Incomplete. Looking for Nick Anderson. 2nd and 10.
Wish he would have handed it off.
Boy, I know. Had that real outside zone look really flat there by the offensive line, and the cutback was there.
Already 237 yards passing for Gabriel. He is moving up the charts. Gabriel, handoff. Sawchuk has a hole, 15-yard line. Might have been a face mask there, down to the 12. I don't see a flag, though. 6-yard run.
And there we go. That's back to what's been our real bread and butter here the last 3 or 4 games. That gap scheme stuff has been the best running concepts we've run.
3rd and 4, quick snap. Handoff, Sawchuk again to the 10. Wide open, easy like Sunday morning. Sawchuk into the end zone. Touchdown. Like the parting of the Purple Sea.
Really nice. I like this. We stretch it to the offense's left, and Sawchuk just cuts it right back and goes vertical right downhill off of Stogner's butt whenever he's going down up to that next level on the backers, and he gets up in Jaboy Hodge's face, and he doesn't know where to fit on him, and Sawchuk just cruises to the inside, and it's a walk-in touchdown.
Yeah, we haven't seen them do a ton of that this season, Ted, but that's something that Kansas State had an unbelievable amount of success with, and just nice execution from the Sooners right there.
Extra point is good. Touchdown number 6 on the year for Gavin Sawchuk. Touchdowns, as always, brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. 10:13 to go till halftime.
Staff, it's 28-13. Oklahoma on top of TCU. Drive summary brought to you by the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. Make it home safe, Oklahoma. Gabe, they're starting to make some hay, as the kids would say in that running game.
Yeah, you're starting to see Dylan Gabriel hand off some of those RPO situations to Gavin Sawchuk, and I'm hoping to see more of that outside zone run. I think that is a play they can have a lot of success on the rest of this game.
High short kickoff, again, fair catch called for. I don't want to correct you, Chris, but I believe that it's our parents that would say they're starting to make some hay. I believe the kids would say they're starting to eat.
There you go.
Yeah. And they're leaving no crumbs.
Maybe it was my parents' that would say they're making some hay.
Fair catch taken at the 28. That's where TCU will start. By the way, need to update you on a couple of Dylan Gabriel things. 2 touchdown passes today. He's now number 8 all-time. He has passed Landry Jones. 124 all-time touchdown passes now for Dylan Gabriel. And his 237 yards passing. He has today passed Luke Falk for 9th, Baker Mayfield for 8th, and Kellen Moore for 7th in career passing yards. Handoff Amani Bailey out to the 31-yard line. 3-yard run on first down.
Boy, and Bothroyd makes a tackle there and drags him down, and had he been able to run through that, that would have been a big gainer. And maybe that was Ethan Downs, not Bothroyd.
The pride of Mustang, Jacoby Johnson in the game at cornerback. Man in motion right to left. That's Everhart, 2nd and 7. Play action. They throw it. Wiley out of the backfield. The tight end hit at the 35 and tackled there. That's not an easy thing to do. Stutzman got him down, though, at the 36. It'll set up 3rd and 2.
Stutzman's a big linebacker at 6'4", 240 pounds, and he's given up 3 inches and 20 pounds to Wiley there.
In a frenzy, another good crowd despite the odd kickoff time and date today. Packed house, the 152nd consecutive sellout at Owen Field. 3rd and 2. Play action under pressure. Hit. Ball's loose. Rolling around on the ground, and the Frogs pick it up. But a gang tackle back at the 30-yard line. It was Reggie Pearson that got it.
Rolling on the field, a fumble recovered by the offense. 4th down.
He came flying in from the back, and Hoover never saw him.
It's a great job by him. He knows it. He's unblocked. He runs the hoop really good. He's coming from really the straight behind Hoover, so he doesn't expect it at all. And Smart goes right for the football, secures it with the left hand, and wraps that right hand around.
It's a fake punt. They're going to throw. Got to get rid of it. Now he's going to run it. 34, didn't get there. Frogs faked it. He didn't get there. Kip Lewis, the tackle. Sooners played it perfectly. They faked it to the running back, Trent Battle, who was going to throw it. He couldn't find a receiver. Decided to run it. Kip Lewis chased him down, and Oklahoma's got a chance now to take a commanding first-half lead.
Boy, Kip Lewis has so many special teams tackles this year. He's been incredible. I mean, he didn't get his first start until really late into the season, and he's been one of the leading tacklers on the team the entire time because of what he's done on special teams. That was just great sniffing that play out, and I bet we push it down the field right here and go for the kill shot.
Quads to the boundary. Farouk to the high side. Throw out to Farouk. Caught it. Out of bounds. 26-yard line. Looked like he might have taken off a tad bit early, but I don't see a flag down. 7-yard gain.
Boy, I really like it's been productive for us whenever we've split Farouk out and just let him go one-on-one and play throw and catch.
Handoff Tawi up the middle, bounces it right, steps over the pile at the 25, spun down at the 24. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Who's that? Is that Matoyer? Slow to get up.
He's up. He's fine.
Man, he's tough. He's been playing through stuff all year.
3rd and 1. Gabriel. Handoff Walker. First down, crashing his way to the 20, banging his way to the 19.
Boy, you're right, Gabe. That backside on that zone play is soft from TCU.
They overplay it so extremely at linebacker.
DG to throw. Caught by Stoops. Needs a block. Can't get away. Got about a yard to the 17. Sooners in the red zone, brought to you by Delta Dental, the state's leading provider of dental benefits. 4th catch today for Drake Stoops. That's now 150 catches in his Sooner career. Tried to get Bob to cry today. It didn't work. Drake in motion. Handoff Walker. Nope. Gabriel kept it. He'll run it himself and should have handed it off. Lost a yard back to the 18.
Boy, and I'm glad he got down there, and I don't know where he was on the field, but the quarterback killer, Jamoy Hodge, is floating around out there, and I think that was him that was bearing down on him. He's knocked out more quarterbacks in the Big 12 than any player has to be.
Yeah, he did it like 3 straight weeks last year?
Yeah.
One of them, obviously, Gabriel. 3rd down and almost 10 from the 18. Gabriel to throw. 3-man rush. Comes back. Caught at the 10-yard line. Nick Anderson's got the first down. Dragging a tackler to the 8.
Boy, and again, just letting our guys go one-on-one against this secondary. Throw and catch. And Dylan Gabriel really good with his eyes there. He's looking off the other direction.
Handoff. Sawchuk bounces it outside. Pater. Gavin Sawchuk to the end zone again.
Now late flag 2.
7-yard touchdown run after the play. A referee ended up on his back, and a flag came down. We'll see what that's about, but it's going to be after the play.
No idea what went on there.
I think I think they're going to get TCU for a little extracurricular activity, but there were two of our guys in Metallier and Raymond. Happened right in front of me. This should be on TCU.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, unnecessary roughness, number 0 of the defense. That 15-yard penalty reinforced on the kickoff.
Chad Banks, the linebacker there. 34-13.
Let me translate for you. That's the first. Unsportsmanlike on 0. I got you, David Alvarez.
I think Coach Venables down here asking if he's.
They thought he threw a punch.
Right. Just go see if he's going to get tossed.
There's still 6:15 to go. Oklahoma has now scored a touchdown on 5 of their 6 possessions today. And the extra point is good. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. What a first half performance by this Dylan Gabriel-led Oklahoma offense today. 35-13 Sooners by the 7-yard Gavin Sawchuk run, his second of the day. Chris, down to you.
You know, we were talking about the challenges of the Friday game, the early start, but I've got to say, Gabe, this team, no ill effects of a poor performance last week. Good energy, good juice on this sideline. They seem to be the fresher, more ready team right now.
Yeah, and got off to a fantastic start, which we talked about it a lot in the pregame. Thought that was huge, and credit to Sooner Nation. I wasn't sure what this was going to look like with the Friday 11 a.m.er. The fans are great today.
Kickoff is from the 50-yard line, and it will come down a yard deep in the end zone for a touchback. If you think there is any ounce of Oklahoma having sympathy as this game unfolds, forget that thought. They got absolutely whacked and got their noses rubbed in it last year in Fort Worth in that 55-24 loss to TCU. There will be no let-up today at all.
Boy, and they look great offensively, aggressive, pushing down the field. Now, as you've done that, TCU's had to change, and now we're starting to hit them in the run game.
Hoover, handoff Bailey up the middle. Caught from behind by Jaron Kanik. Tackled at the 30 for a 5-yard gain. If he gets away from Kanik, he's got an acreage.
Kanik stutters just a little bit there. Instead of coming across, making a big physical tackle and gets drugged for 5 yards. But it was a really nice job bringing him down to the ground there. That would have been big.
Hoover, slant pattern, broken up, incomplete. Looking for JoJo Earl and the freshman, Josiah Wagner. Knocked it away. 3rd and 5. Sooners bring Armace and Thomas into rush. They have 2 straight 3-and-outs. Can they make it 3 in a row here? Stacked receivers right, 1 left, tight end left. Bailey in shuffle motion, back to pass. Sooners bring pressure, throw, incomplete. He threw it behind the receiver. He was seeing red everywhere. Spooked Josh Hoover. It'll be a 3rd straight 3-and-out.
Again, I don't know, what do we got? 1 sack on the day, and a big sack fumble by Reggie Pearson, but the quarterback has been under duress the entire time. We've had people all around him, hits on the quarterback, guys in his face, chaotic pocket. The pressure has definitely been affecting Hoover today.
Jordy Sandy gives it a kick. High and wobbly. Gavin Freeman backpedaling near the 20. Got it at the 18. No fair catch. He'll return it. Right side. Grabbed by the ankle at the 22. And then some late Frogs jump on him. And he's not getting up yet.
I think they knocked him out, boys.
He's up. Help to his feet. Slow to his feet. No flag came in. That's the boo you hear.
Kind of got speared there in the back of the helmet, back of the shoulder there as he was on the ground, didn't he?
You hit it on the head, Ted. Absolutely.
I want to give a special shout out to a couple of listeners today. My wife, Jenny, is in Detroit, sitting with her sister, Allison, right now, as Allison goes through chemo treatment for cancer. listening to the Sooners up there. We send a special hello to them. Throw to Sawchuk, spinning away. Got to the 30-yard line. Nice move by Gavin on the edge. 8-yard gain by Gavin Sawchuk.
Boy, and I like that design. That's not something you see a whole lot from this Oklahoma offense, a running back screen.
That's the first one we've thrown all season.
I know, and it's
Handoff Sawchuk. Big hole up the middle. Watch out. He's to midfield. Frogs chasing him from behind. 30-yard line brought down there. Gavin Sawchuk gashing the TCU defense.
Boy, nice job, and good job downfield. Smart with the football there, and looks like he's slalom skiing as he's going down, cutting back and forth, trying to gain an angle.
40-yard run by Sawchuk. First down's brought to you by Paycom. Score big by letting employees do their own payroll at Paycom.com. Sooners trying to score again. Fake handoff. Gabriel steps up in the pocket, takes a shot down the sideline. Oh, he had Sawchuk and missed him. Second and 10.
I really like Dylan Gabriel's footwork in the pocket. You know, he takes a good deep drop and then steps up. He tries to draw those defensive ends upfield and then steps up. You know, really helps his offensive line out. And he's got active feet. His eyes are good. Just good all-around quarterback play.
4:31 to go in the half. Handoff Tawi Walker at the 25-yard line, carrying tacklers, banging his way inside the 20 down to the 18. I love watching him run. First down, 11 yards for Walker.
Boy, there's always big collisions when he's in the game, and it's like he's never taking the worst of it, ever.
Sooners in the Delta Dental red zone. Nearing 100 yards rushing now on the day. OU up to 88. Trips right. Tight end right. Overload. Somebody moved early. Sooners say it was the Frogs. Frogs say it was the Sooners. It's up to the Stripes to sort this out.
We've got a point off. No, it was them.
It's like they're barking up there or something. Snap count.
Yeah. Mom and Dad are trying to decide which of the children disobeyed.
Offense, number 70, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Second penalty on OU today.
With your parent analogy, I can understand the officials going, guys,
Just knock it off.
you're really getting the best of them. We'll give them this one, you know?
Let's try to make it fair. First and 15 back at the 23. Stogner in motion left to right. Gabriel surveys the defense, takes the football. Back to pass. Throws across the middle. Zings it for Stoops at the 10. Tackled there. He got 14 of the 15 he needed, down to the 9.
Boy, just another nice route there by Drake Stoops over the middle, coming all the way across, and Dylan Gabriel finding it, putting it on the money.
Quick snap. Handoff Walker up the middle. Untouched. Touchdown. Tawi. Oklahoma's routing TCU in the first half.
Boy, and I don't know I think it was Rouse that was getting up off of someone, big pancake block there on the left side. And, yeah, they just continue to wash it all down there. And edges are really soft for TCU.
There's just no one, Ted, no one accounting for the cutback lane. I'm a big fan of what TCU is doing defensively. Wow.
It just looks really bad. You know, you got
no sense.
A guy on the inside eye of the tackle, and Stogner's got a free release up on the backer, and everyone's pinned inside. They got no one to be able to play the cutback.
The extra point is good. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions around the state of Oklahoma or around the world. And you're listening in today on Sooner Radio. Let us know your name and where you're listening from. We'll share some of those coming up in the second half today.
You know, one thing that is kind of wild when you think about it, Toby. Gabe, you and I down here in the pregame were wondering, will Dylan go? Will Jalil Farooq go? We're watching every step. We're watching every single movement in the pregame. Joe. And not only is Dylan Gabriel gone today, but 278 passing yards in the first half alone, and maybe as efficient and as necessary with the deep balls as we've seen.
And I've said this a lot this season. He's at his best when he's playing with a super aggressive mentality in the passing game, and he has just pushed it down the field over and over here in the first half. It's looked fantastic.
Kickoff bounces at the 15-yard line. A Frog better grab it, and they leap, and they do. It landed between three different TCU players. TCU's kind of coming apart at the seams here.
Well, this is something that, I've been saying for a while. If you're going to be able to fair catch it and get it at the 25.
Clock operator, please set the game clock to 3:17, please. 3:17.
I think it makes total sense to sky kick it, to even squib it to where people have to come up and field a difficult ball that's bouncing around and put the pressure on them. Don't let them just fair catch something. Put it on one of those defensive ends or guys that they have playing that up position.
That was a 6-play, 78-yard drive, by the way, for OU. Direct snap to Savion Williams running left. Got a couple of yards, but that's it. Takes it from the 16 to the 18.
Nice job. I think that's Bothroyd up there playing that right end. Really good job fighting blockers off and getting out there and help make that tackle in that stretch play.
42-13 OU. Under 3 minutes to go till halftime. Hoover, handoff Savion Williams, running right this time. The wide out takes a hit at the 25. Must not have gone down. They say he kept his feet out to the 29. That's a first down.
Boy, I sure thought that knee or elbow caught the ground there, but that's a big dude carrying the football there out of the backfield. That's actually a nice concept by TCU, putting him back there and putting some pressure on the defense.
6'5", 225. Who's the wide out for I believe it's the Falcons that they used to hand the ball to all the time?
Cordero Patterson,
that's right.
Great or great.
I don't know that he was 6'5", 225, though. Back to pass, Hoover. Deep across the middle, incomplete. Nearly picked by guess who? Billy. Oh, he almost got him another one. Second down.
Ted, I am borderline shocked with their choice when it comes run to pass in the first half of this football game.
Well, especially how things started off. Now that the score is what it is, you expect him to throw the football, but early on, shocking.
Back to pass again, Hoover on 2nd and 10, under pressure. Dumps it out to Amani Bailey. Down the sideline, 35-yard line. Near the first down marker, he's brought down. And they're going to say it's enough. 10-yard gain to the 39.
Or Stutzman got his legs chopped out from under him there late in that play, was airborne and landed hard on his back. Pops up, though, hammers his helmet a couple of times with his fist.
Hoover. Pump fake. Comes back near side. Caught at midfield. That's Jalen Robinson, the former Sooner, tackled by Key Lawrence in Sooner territory. This is the best drive TCU has had since the first quarter, as they have moved it to the OU 43.
Well, Stutzman's a flat player there, and he gets to the outside, and he's got his guy covered, but peeks back in the backfield, and the ball comes as he settles back to the inside, and they got him on one.
Hoover keeps it on the quarterback run and absorbs a big shot from Gentry Williams at the 40. 3-yard gain.
That's good to see Gentry come up and deliver a shot there with that shoulder and be able to stay out there on the football field. He's been battling.
1:25 to go. Sonny Dykes has all 3 timeouts. Hoover back to pass. 4-man rush. Quick throw near side. Wiley the catch. Short gain to the 37. Did not get out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and about 5.
3rd and 5. You got to imagine they're going to be going for it here. So look for some quarterback run game or something. Short yardage route.
TCU just 3 of 9 on 3rd downs today. They go empty. Hoover. They bring a blitz. Quick throw. Caught on the slant by Wiley. They're wrestling him right at the first down marker. And they've got him down. He'll be about a half yard shy, I believe.
Tough duty.
They'll give it to him.
I think that's Key Lawrence in coverage there. And you got some decent size on him, but whenever you got a guy 6'7", get body position, it's going to be difficult to get around him and make a play on the football.
First down at the 33, down to 45 seconds. Hoover's got it. Going to throw. Wings it out far side, caught at the 20-yard line by Savion Williams, tackled there. First down, and I would assume Sonny Dykes will start to use his timeouts. We're down to 35 seconds. Definitely in field goal range now. No timeout yet as they start the clock back up. In motion, Wiley. It is a handoff. Amani Bailey up the middle to the 15, stood up there, and here comes a timeout. 23 seconds to go. The Frogs don't need 3 points. They need a bunch more than that.
TCU, they're second of the half, 30 seconds in length.
And Toby, Oklahoma gets the football to start the second half. They won the toss in the third. So
that's a very interesting time to decide you want to run the football.
Trying quick hitter there. Now, they've got some really good red zone weapons. Obviously, Wiley's the 6'7" tight end. They like him in this area. And Savion Williams, two really good targets down in the red zone that even if you've got tight coverage, they're going to throw it up and see if they can go over the top of you and make a play.
Hey, one note worth keeping an eye on, too, injury-wise, guys. Gavin Freeman doesn't have his helmet right now down on the sidelines, and there's been conversations about a different punt returner. Farouk's been a guy, but I think they've even talked game to Drake Stoops about being a punt returner here today, but we'll have to see on the status of Gavin Freeman going forward here, y'all.
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll be LV Bunkley, Shelton, or Drake.
Second down and 5 from the 15. Timeout is over. Hoover fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, low, incomplete. Looking for Robinson inside the 5-yard line. 19 seconds to go.
Dialing up a pressure again, bringing a bunch of people right there in Hoover's face. And I don't know what we had on the back end, but Venables not happy with the secondary, and someone gets replaced and jogging off Josiah Wagner.
Third down and 5. 2 timeouts remain, or 1 timeout remaining, excuse me. Hoover, again looking for the slant to Robinson.
No way.
Flag down. Pass was incomplete.
The sideline is adamant that ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Pass interference. Defense number 9. Automatic first down. Let's call the foul.
If it didn't get tipped, it was an absolute duck because it was a wobbler.
Well, that replay there, I didn't see a tip, but ended up being, I think it was the right call in Gentry. He had 2-hand grab on the jersey.
We're going to look at this again.
Oklahoma spelled their first time out of the half. 30 seconds in length.
Yeah, give him a little time here. Call this timeout, Toby. See if maybe they might catch that tip, which looked like it was Isaiah Coe if it was. We'll see, though. And, by the way, they were having a couple of equipment issues with the replay review system. David Alvarez, a couple timeouts ago, just went over to make sure that the communication was good. But everyone here in the stadium seems to think that was tipped. But so far, guys,
here's your
no
angle.
review.
It's hard to see there.
Look at the trajectory of the ball leads you to believe no Division I quarterback would throw a ball that badly, but I don't know that I've definitively seen it be touched yet.
I'd love that explanation. We couldn't see it was tipped, but no Division I quarterback can throw a ball that badly. We're picking up the flag.
Sooner football brought to you by Fowler Automotive. Proud to be a part of your community where our passion and values lie far beyond the showroom. Fowler Automotive, a proud partner of OU Athletics.
We're still having an extended conversation down there at Venables.
Yeah, they haven't come over to look at it yet either.
That was a little insulting to Division II and NAIA quarterbacks. I don't think any of them would throw a duck like that. So let's see if they're going to look at this again or not.
The previous play is under further review. The ruling on the field is that the ball was not tipped.
So we get our first Noble McIntyre review of the day. McIntyre Law, the official law firm of the Sooners, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs. David Alvarez will make the 60-yard or so jog to the other end of the field now. Take another gander at this. How was your Thanksgiving, Ted?
Fantastic. Food was great.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish? Popular topic.
Green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Gabe?
Wine.
I think it caught a pinky. Did it? I think it caught a pinky there.
He's not talking about your wine, Gabe. He's talking about the pass. Chris Plank.
Can't go wrong with a little mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah.
Can't go
That's a good
wrong.
choice.
Safe bet.
That's a
Do
big
you guys?
center field.
We may have to have quite a bit of this discussion with the way this one's progressing, but do you guys eat stuffing any other time of the year?
No, but I should. Every time I eat it, I'm like, why don't I eat ever?
Yeah, I know. I'm still going to only eat it.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Okay. So it was just that awful of a throw. Okay.
I guess. I don't know if you all out there follow Gabe on Twitter, but he does this amazing thing every Thanksgiving where he takes a picture of the scales before he starts eating Thanksgiving and then shows all the food he consumes throughout the day and then a picture of the scales again at the end of the day. What were you at, right at 10 pounds yesterday?
Just shy of a plus 10 day.
That's an impressive effort.
A solid effort, not my best.
Here we go. First and goal from the 9-yard line after the McIntyre Law review. It is a handoff. Amani Bailey bounces right. Caught at the 6, down at the 5. Jaron Kanik the stop. And a timeout call with 8 seconds.
Timeout. TCU. The third and final timeout of the half. 60 seconds in length.
Well,
Clock operator, please put on 9 seconds on the clock. 9 seconds.
so, Ted, you got 8 seconds. That's enough time for 2 plays. You could take 1 shot at the end zone and then kick the field goal, but it's 42-13. Do you take 2 shots at the end zone? Is a field goal worth anything here? No.
I mean, it's hard to say that it is. I mean, you'd hate to. I mean, I guess this is the game for them to some degree of being able to hang around and have a chance to stay in contact in the second half. My guess is they're going to try and get 2 opportunities. I think on this first one you'll probably get the mass crossers there in the middle, and either Savion Williams or Wiley running the back line of the end zone. Or, they can also see Savion Williams lining up alone up to the left, split out from the core, go one-on-one, throw a fade ball. He's got Woody Washington in defense on one-on-one coverage.
Well, let's see. Here we go. No timeouts left from the 5. Sanders and Richardson both in the backfield flanking Hoover. Back to pass. He does throw and missed him. Incomplete, looking for Savion Williams.
Boy.
That was a weird little route he ran, and he sailed it high over his head. He had him open, though.
Oh, he had him wide open. We had to have messed coverage up right there. Woody Washington just totally gives him the inside. If he just throws him a normal pass, it's the easiest touchdown you could have given up.
So only 3 seconds went off the clock. It's at 6. So they're not going to kick yet. Maybe not at all. They're going to go for this. 3rd and goal from the 5. Hoover back to pass. Looks left, throws left again, sailed it over his head again. Copy and paste. We're down to 2 seconds to go. It was the same route. It was the same pass. It was the same miss. And here comes the field goal unit.
That's such a strange play call. They're throwing a fade, but
straight.
It's straight. He's not taking it to the back pylon, so it brings the safety into play, Ted.
Well, I think what they're saying is, Woody's going to hard outside, not give you a chance. He missed that?
Griffin Cale puts the 23-yard field goal through on the final play of the first half. You want to finish that thought, Ted, or read?
Well, I think, the thinking is Woody Washington is going to sit hard outside and not going to let you get to the outside. So if you're going to give him an opportunity, it's right up the field, see if he can go over the top. But 2 terrible throws.
1 yard, 2 touchdowns. Tawi Walker 4 for 28 with a touchdown. Drake Stoops has 5 catches, 37 yards. Nick Anderson 4 for 97. And Jaden Gibson 2 catches, 76 yards, and the long touchdown. Brennan Thompson 1 for 53 and a touchdown. Kendall Dolby, the Sooners' leading tackler, with 7. Josh Hoover for TCU, 18 of 36 passing, 155 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. First half stats brought to you by Taco Mayo. Tap the app and save today. Teddy, how about your Fowler Automotive Group keys to the second half?
Well, I think first and foremost, offensively, just continue to do what you do. I think we're going to slowly transition to more of a run game here this second half, trying to get out of here. You've got the big lead. The only thing that lets TCU back in the game is mental mistakes, turnovers, and it's really the same thing defensively. Continue to do what you do. Pressure the quarterback, force them into the run game where we can stop them, and then let's get a turnover. Let's force Hoover into. I know we had the big sack, forced fumble earlier. Let's get an interception, something defensively that we can build on.
Keys to the second half brought to you by Fowler Automotive Group. Being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us. This has been the Sooner Halftime Show brought to you by Coca-Cola. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Take a taste. Chris Plank, down to you quickly.
Great energy coming out of the halftime locker room. No drama like we dealt with last week. Sooners look ready.
There's the kickoff, headed the way of Jalil Farouk. It'll go over his head and out of the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners will start on the 25.
And I honestly question the wind blowing the ball off the tee. I don't know how that's possible. You look at the top of the scoreboard now, and that looks like a vicious wind that's coming out of the north. Down here on the field, incredibly pleasant. I can report, Toby and Ted, I shedded a layer, if that's proper English.
Wow.
Easy. We shed a layer.
Wow, you're a wild man.
It's just a T-shirt under the hoodie, T-Row. It's nice down here.
No, we've still got 2 layers, though, left.
Correct.
All right, very good. Tyler Guyton into play right tackle to start this first drive of the second half, and it starts with a play action. Gabriel looking deep, going for the knockout blow early. Farouk behind the defense, but he can't get there. Oh, he put it a little too far out in front of him. 2nd and 10.
I like it. That's play 1 of the first half, play 1 of the second half, trying it downfield. I love the aggressiveness. And, kind of like Gabe has said, throughout the first half, that's whenever this offense feels like they're at their best, is when they're aggressive.
Trips right, back to pass. 2nd and 10. Gabriel looks that way, throws that way, caught by Drake right at the first down marker. 5th catch of the day, 151st of his career, and it's a first down. Sooners first downs brought to you by Paycom. Score big by letting employees do their own payroll at paycom.com. Quad bunch to the right. Gabriel going to throw again. Has all day. Rolling left now. Still looking. Throws late to Sawchuk. Got it at the 40 and goes forward. Then he got body slammed on the sidelines at the 43. That's got to be a flag. It is Jamoy Hodge. No flag. 8-yard gain.
BV talking to the line judge there. It's shocking right in front of the official that's not called.
Wow. The bad boy of the Big 12, Jamoy Hodge. 2nd and 2, handoff, Sawchuk, first down, 45, bangs his way to the 48, 5 yards.
I like that run concept. We got Endover there, just a tackle, an upside tackle on the backside, and attacking it aggressively on the front side there. And we've hit both sides of that today, so it's been a really good formation group for us.
1st and 10 from their own 48. Gabriel wants to throw again. Looks deep, pats the football. Still looking. He can make a sandwich back there. Finally throws late to Drake, who's forced out for no gain. They'll give him a yard to the 49.
Give him another nice reception there.
Oklahoma's offensive line has done a tremendous job this season in pass protection. Certainly doing a tremendous job today. But, Ted, man, it is really hard to play good defense with as little pass rush as they get.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 from the 49. It's a handoff. Sawchuk. Oh, he should have bounced it right. He went left and got stacked up at the 50. A gain of 1.
Yeah, that's that.
How can you not see what I could see from up here?
Well, there's probably a defender that's right there on the edge, but yeah, it's the 2 pullers coming across the guard and the tackle, and it's been a good play for us this second half of the season. It's been good for us so far today. That one couldn't get it going.
Sooners 6 of 8 on 3rd downs, 3rd and 8 here. Gabriel Throws across the middle. Drake got it again. Spins out. Watch out. 35 to the 30, to the 25, and he dives forward there. Drake put him in the spin cycle. 25-yard pickup.
And we're really good. I feel like it's something that we should really do more in this offense is isolate some of these wide receivers and let them go to work on those matchups.
That is the 8th catch now for Drake Stoops today. Sawchuk in. Walker out. Oklahoma scored touchdowns on every possession but one in the first half, trying to do it again here in the second. Gabriel across the middle, caught by Stogner to the 20, still on his feet, stumbling his way to the 17-yard line. Gain of 7 or 8, depending on where they put it down. They'll put it right in the middle, 7.5-yard gain. Sooners want to go quickly as Gabriel's now over 300 yards passing today. Handoff Sawchuk up the middle across the 15 to the 12-yard line. Move the chains again.
It's the same thing. These 3-3-5 defenses, they don't have an edge player. And, that's what you continue to see us attack is just the backside of this run play. There's no one home there at all. You just get a big wash down with the tackle, and you're all the way up to the next level.
Nick Anderson in short motion. 1st and 10 from the 12. Gabriel rolls left. Being chased. Got to get rid of it. Does. Throws it into the back of the end zone. Pass deflected in the air, but it was out of bounds. Josh Newton defending Nick Anderson. Going to throw it away. You got to throw it farther than that. Almost got that picked.
I think he was standing out of bounds when he tipped that. But I'd like to see him. Let's work Drake Stoops. Get him a touchdown here. Down in the red zone.
I saw Bob at halftime in the hallway. He said, things going a little bit better than when I was in there with you boys. 2nd down and 10 at the 12. Trips bunch to the right. Gabriel gonna hand it. Sawchuk bounces right. He's to the 10. He's to the 6. And he's piled up there. He got 6 of the 10 needed. 3rd and 4. Shad Banks on the stop. Sooners going to go tempo here. Trips out to the right, overload right. Handoff Sawchuk up the middle. Got met in the backfield. He got 1 yard to the 5, but that's it. It'll be 4th and 3 from the 5, and the crowd wants him to go for it, but Brent Venables will send Zach Schmidt onto the field to kick a field goal.
Dylan Gabriel kind of looked up almost in disbelief. Got to get some confidence going here, right, guys? Got to get something for Zach Schmidt.
It is 42-16.
Is this the classy thing to do? I never know.
Yes.
Kick the field goal here? Okay. Look at Brent Venables. What a classy man.
23-yard try for Schmidt. Snap good, hold down, kick is away, and it is good. 9:51 to go third quarter. Oklahoma goes 5+ minutes out of the locker room on a scoring drive.
16. Gabe, that's probably the right thing to do, though you feel like the Sooners could almost name their number here in the second half.
Yeah,
if they protect the football.
Yeah, it all comes down to protecting the football. Like Teddy mentioned to start the half, would love to see them establish the run game even more than they have already in this game. But yeah, you go down and you almost had a big one on the first play of the drive with DG barely missing Farouk. But my main takeaway so far offensively is Jeff Lebby has been ultra aggressive when it comes to the play calling, and I love it. It's been fun to watch.
Here's the kickoff headed toward Everhart. He'll be up to take it at the 7 and return this one. 15, 20, upended, hit hard at the 22-yard line.
Take a guess.
Kip Lewis. It's either Lewis or Heineke. If it's a hard hit on a kickoff, it's Lewis this time.
Well, Kip Lewis is so active. And, found himself in a starting role, about 3/4 the way through the season, and has really embraced it, done a really good job. A young player, but man, he flies around, makes a ton of big plays, big tackles.
Is that still Hoover at quarterback? It is Josh Hoover. Hands it off. Imani Bailey stacked up, tries to get to the corner, turns it up 25, caught from behind and out of bounds. I got to spot it at the 29, so he got 7.
Boy, Gentry Williams doesn't miss that one off him. He's the outside guy, the corner, and comes up to make a play, and the bounce got him a little bit there as Bailey ran into the back of one of his own guys and gave up ground and ended up getting around Gentry.
2nd and 3, handoff to Bailey again. Stood up in the
Stutzman
in the hole by Danny Stutzman. No gain.
Looked like he was on a blitz there and timed it up and hit that gap. Big collision there.
What's our tackle numbers today, Stats? I think Kendall Dolby was the leading tackler at halftime. Dolby 7, Lewis 6. 3rd down and 3 from the 29. In motion, left to right, back to pass Hoover. Looks right, throws down the sidelines, back shoulder, nice pass, nice catch. Jalen Robinson into Sooner territory.
Yeah, always tough there when you hit the back shoulder. And Gentry Williams is in good rhythm there. Got a little high on him and was able to give up the back shoulder there. But all in all, good coverage. They're going to hit some of those on you every now and then.
Generous spot to the Sooner 43. Handoff Bailey over the right side and dances out of a tackle to the 40. Cut back 35. Nice run down to the 31.
Yeah, really nice play there. And I think it was Gentry came in for that corner spot, had him one-on-one, and nice cut to the outside by Bailey, and then Bowman. I mean, he's a very tough back to bring down one-on-one, especially when you start to get some space.
Frogs on the move. 1st and 10 at the Sooner 32-yard line. Hoover to throw. Far side, deep shot toward the end zone, broken up. No flag this time. Kendall Dolby working on a nice game over there, defending J.P. Richardson.
Really good coverage there. That Richardson wanted a pass interference call. Surprise, surprise. A wide receiver thought it was pass interference.
I think he tried to flop midair, too, there. Threw his arms out in midair.
Felt like that had some disdain in it, Ted.
Yeah, it ended up like a starfish on the ground. Just,
2nd down and 10 from the 32. Richardson in short motion, handoff up the middle. Bailey, big hold to the 20. He's to the 10, and he's going to score. Imani Bailey right up the gut for 32 yards.
Yeah, just we don't hit the right gap. I'm not sure exactly where the fit was and who missed it, but this is where we've had problems, and that's why I was surprised with the way TCU started this football game, that they weren't trying to hit some of that stuff in the running game right out of the gate. Now, does that mean that the game would be different than what it looks like right now? No, not necessarily, but it's still surprising.
Griffin Kale's extra point is good. And with 7:51 to go in the third, our new score now, Oklahoma 45, TCU 23. Today's associate game sponsor is Allstate. Allstate, you're in good hands. College football fans, are you in good hands this season? With insurance from Allstate, you'll be game day ready every day. 2:30 this afternoon. If you're doing the TV sound down, radio up thing, just keep it right there on Fox. The men's basketball game will be on Fox right after the football game today. We'll watch it in the post game here in the booth. Can't wait. 45-23. It was a 6-play, 78-yard drive at 1:54 for TCU. Ended on a 32-yard Imani Bailey touchdown run. Kickoff will be a touchback. Sooners will start on the 25. Chris, you got anything cooking down there?
Well, it was interesting because the punt return conversation about the punt returner was one that was hot for a while, and unfortunately, TCU hasn't punted. But Gavin Freeman is down here on the sidelines. He doesn't have his helmet. Doesn't look like he's going to be coming back in this game. And we've seen him in some receiver sets, too. So maybe a chance for an LV Bunkley Shelton, or in this case, a Brennan Thompson, who's out there for the Sooners.
Yeah, Stoops, Thompson, and Anderson at wideout. Stogner, tight end, overload left. Play action. Gabriel looking deep again on the first play. Heaves it deep. Brennan Thompson's fast, but he underthrew him, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Bud Clark. Just didn't throw it far enough. Thompson had a step behind the defense. And the Frogs get it back at their own 26.
And throwing into that wind, you either got to throw it further or sooner. And into the wind, with its and it's Brennan Thompson, you better throw it sooner. Because the longer you wait, the faster he's going, and he's going to outrun that football. You got to get it out of your hand quick and fluttered a little bit into the breeze. It's really going to take some of the distance off that ball.
Yeah, that's just been an issue throughout the season for DG, Ted. I know we've talked about it a lot. Just the timing, just a little off on some of those bombs.
Frogs maybe a chance here for a little momentum. Scored last time they had it. They take over at their own 26 after the pick. Hand off Amani Bailey. Rondell Bothroyd grabs him and says no more. 1 yard.
And much better by Kanik on this play. He comes downhill right away and really defines everything. Eats up that gap and cleans up the edge there for Bothroyd to make that play.
2nd and 9 from the 27. 5 wides this time for the Frogs. They got to get a win, TCU does. Or 1 year after playing for the national championship, they won't go to a bowl. Brent Venables going to use a timeout before this snap.
Looked like we're trying to get a check communicated to everyone pretty late in that snap.
They're first of the half. Timeout on the field.
Hey, Gray, that was a pretty cool celebration there, man. Welcome back home. How's it feel?
It feels great, man. That's it feels so heartwarming to come back here, and it's like I don't know. It may not seem like a big deal, but people here don't forget, and I get treated so nice. It's great.
Well, congratulations on all your success, man. Well deserved.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
John Gray with the Texas Rangers. Deep pass by TCU on their first snap, and it out of the timeout, and it takes it into Sooner territory. JoJo Earl, who had a big play in the first half, a big play here in the second, all the way to the Sooner 48.
Yeah, and you turn the football over, and all of a sudden they're across the 50-yard line, and they go down and punch one in the end zone. All of a sudden you got a 2-score football game, and things look a little bit different.
1st and 10 TCU. Ball on the logo at midfield. Sooners bring a blitz. Pump fake. Hoover has time across the middle again. Again, it's Earl. Diving catch down to the 31. JoJo Earl across the middle of the field. A menace today.
It looks like we got Rubber Spears Jennings kind of playing that robber position there and just doesn't see the backside crosser coming, and nice throw and catch.
Quick throw out to the flat. Incomplete. Threw it off of the hip of J.P. Richardson. 2nd and 10.
Guys, Gentry Williams, looks like that shoulder that's been giving him a ton of trouble just popped out on him. He's out here. He's on the sideline in a ton of pain.
Josiah Wagner in to replace him. Here comes Jonah Laulu onto the field. Isaiah Coe reluctantly leaving. Trey Sanders at running back for the Frogs. 2nd and 10 from the OU 33. In motion, Williams. Hoover back to pass. Pump fake. Looks middle. Throws middle. Passes a duck. It's in the air. Incomplete. Might have got hit as he threw. Earl, the intended receiver.
Ton of pressure there. Multiple guys just caving the pocket in all around Hoover. And it's everything he could do to get the ball out of his hand there without getting it thrown up, like tossed up in the air, and really effective. Good job with the coverage downfield.
It's Josiah Wagner in coverage. 3rd down and 10. Yeah, 50-yard field goal try from here. Sanders again, the Alabama transfer at running back. See if they hand it to him here and try to get a chunk of it and then go for it on 4th down. Teddy loves it when teams do that. Nope, they're going to throw. Hoover across the middle, sailed it incomplete. That was dangerous. Peyton Bowen, the closest of anybody to the football. 4th and 10.
Defending on the play was Sam Ledner.
No movement over there on the sideline just yet.
I mean, field goal gets you to 45-26, but that didn't do much. We're down to 6:06 to go in the 3rd, so they'll go for it. Bailey back in at running back. Grayson Holton sent in to try to get after the passer here. PJ's out there. 4th and 10. Sooner defense trying to stand tall here. 3rd quarter. Man in motion, left to right. Hoover back to pass. Here comes the blitz. Stands up, throws across the middle. Caught. 15-yard line. Savion Williams. He plants, turns inside the 5. Shoestring tackle there.
Great Great effort play by Peyton Bowen there, coming from behind and making the shoestring tackle when it looked like he was going to go in and score. You never know. You got to force those guys to earn it down here, and we've been so good inside the 5-yard line. But a breakdown there, there's a lot of action in the backfield there, and maybe got our eyes a little enamored with what all was going on and missed the crossers downfield.
Previous play is under further review for the runner possibly being down.
On the plant, did he touch a knee?
You mean
Maybe
when he crossed our defensive back over?
I don't know if maybe he was down on a knee when he caught the football. Definitely not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
That's
His
around
hand's
the
kind of blocking it.
About around the 15-yard line. That would take nothing to do with the catch here, but it would take away about 11 yards from TCU if they say he was down.
I mean, let's
Angle
just
right here on the Jumbotron.
Let me give you a visual update on what we're seeing with Gentry Williams, too, Teddy, while you look at that.
I don't think he's down.
Gentry, they're working on that right shoulder a little bit. He's moving it around, and it seems as if, obviously, it's what he's been dealing with most of the season. So when Doc McGinnis came over, they knew exactly what he was dealing with. Robert Fulton, head athletic trainer, going over the notes, but you can sense the frustration. No taking the gloves off yet, no taking of the helmet, but he is working through a lot of pain, standing up, working that shoulder over here on the Sooner sideline, trying to get where he can get back in this game and help the Sooner defense.
Official reviews brought to you by Noble McIntyre. McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs. Thousands of turkeys given away again this year before Thanksgiving by Noble McIntyre and the team of lawyers that come together for that fabulous event every year to the needy area. Here's the ruling by David Alvarez.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. The runner did not touch the ground.
It looked like the right call to me.
Yeah, there really was an angle where you could definitely see that his knee touched. So, yeah, stands makes the most sense.
They actually gained a yard on that because they had the ball at the 4, and it should have been at the 3. And while they were reviewing it, they saw that it should have been at the 3, and so now they put it at the 3. First and goal from there. Sanders in the backfield. TCU could pull within 2 scores if they could punch this in. Richardson in motion. Rolling left. Hoover, lobs, incomplete. Defended Stutzman was all over Wiley, the tight end. They tried to slip out that way. Second and goal.
Really good coverage there. Tuned in to what's coming. Makes it difficult there. Quarterback's in a difficult position. Thinks maybe he's going to tuck and run it, but we got guys spread all the way throughout there. Really good job.
Lafayette Kaiue, one of the reserve tight ends, checks into the game. I think this is the first time today we've seen Josh Hoover go under center, so alert. Man in motion, Hoover. Play action, rolling right, throws, wide open out of the backfield. Wiley, touchdown. 7th of the year for Big Jared Wiley, and indeed it is now a 2-score game in Norman.
Just the old school Niner boot there. It's bootleg where you action to the same side and continues that roll. Some type of mix up there in coverage, and we leave the flat wide open, easy throw and catch. That's tough, man. We've typically made teams really have to earn it whenever they get down here, and then we give them a free pass.
They're going to go for 2 here. They're within 16 right now. If they could convert this, it would be a 14-point game. Snap to Hoover. Looking right. Throws right. It is caught. 2-point conversion to Wiley. Good. And it is 45-31. With plenty of time to go. Sooners led 45-16 after the opening field goal here in the second half. But 14 unanswered for the Frogs. And they are back within shouting distance. Timeout on the field. Today's broadcast brought to you by Mercy. At Mercy, your life is our life's work. This is Sooner football from Learfield.
Play 74-yard drive, 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Horned Frogs get the 2-point conversion. 45-31, the Sooners lead it. And that Oklahoma Turnpike Authority scoring drive. Make it home safe, Oklahoma. Toby?
TCU faced a big deficit a couple of weeks ago in Fort Worth against Texas and almost came all the way back, trying to come from deeper here today in Norman.
Watch this kickoff, too.
They kick it deep. and it'll be a touchback.
We're going to be pulling out all the stops. Now that they're within some striking distance, 2 scores, you gotta keep your antenna for anything that they may be able to throw at you. Fake punts, surprise onside kicks, gadget plays. They got a little taste. We've allowed them to come back in this game, which you never want. You want to be able to, totally stamp these guys out. But now all of a sudden they got a little life in them and are looking for, all it takes is one big play right here, and they feel like they've got a chance to win the game.
Jacob Sexton back in at right tackle from the 25 going right to left. Sooners in the home traditional crimson unis today. Gabriel, shotgun snap, handoff. Sawchuk running left, looking for a hole, squeezes through one out across the 30 to the 31. Nice, tight running in space, 6 yards.
6 really good yards, and we should hit them with a heavy dose of that the second half here.
Millard, don't call me Nook. Bradford, the tackle. Handoff, Sawchuk running right, turns it up, puts his head down, and got 2 more to the 33. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Well, it's a nice initial cut that as he was going east and west, patient, then turned it north-south, really good cut, and then should have sprung it back to the outside, but put his head down to try to get the tough yardage. Had something out there, but, and that plays a little bit more feel as well, Gabe. That outside zone is different than that gap scheme. He's got the gap stuff down.
No doubt. 3rd and 2, Gabriel, handoff, Tawi over the right side, pushing, didn't quite get there. The mark's going to be about a half yard shy. Oof, what a decision here, huh? 4th and half a yard in your own territory, leading by 14, and they're going to go for it. Wow. Well, you got to get this.
Yeah.
You cannot give it back to TCU here.
This is tough because
previous play is under further review. The one on field was that the line to gain was not made.
I thought the spot was. It's tough down there. Obviously you're looking at a mass of bodies, but all you got to do is get it to that 35-yard line, and it felt like maybe he had the body lane to get there. But this is a tough call. You should always be able to get half a yard. What are we doing? We should be able to punch forward and get some push and get that. But is the risk worth the reward at this moment in the game? And who knows, by the way the defense has started off here the second half, maybe you feel like you do need to go for it here. But not an easy call, not a situation that a couple of minutes that you'd feel like you'd even be in this spot a handful of minutes ago.
McIntyre Law Review, Noble McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs. I haven't seen...
It's hard to see much, is it?
Yeah, I haven't seen a review that can clearly tell if he got there.
After further review, the one on the field stands. 4th down.
Well, let's see what Brent Venables does here. It looks like the offense is staying on the field. They're going to go for this. Wow, what a call this is. With 3:54 to go in the 3rd quarter, Gavin Sawchuk will line up behind Dylan Gabriel in a pistol. They need half a yard to keep the drive alive. If not, TCU grabs a world of momentum. Gabriel surveys the defense, points to the ground, Stogner in motion, snap, option, keeper, first down. He's got all kinds of space. Nothing but grass in front of him. Gabriel caught from behind and dragged down at the 25 of TCU. What a call.
Boy, they go option to the left side, and the only guy left there to play it goes right outside right now to the pitch, and DG, perfect read, turns it upfield right away, and it's a race down the field. Awesome play call.
The inaccuracy of football right there. That spot was terrible. 2 yards off. 26-yard lines where they put it down. Gabriel dancing, looking, finally throws. Stoops caught it. Did he keep his toes in? He did.
Wow.
It'll be 1st and goal.
Oh, with the toe drag, that's your Allstate Good Hands catch of the day. With insurance from Allstate, you'll be game day ready every day. Visit allstate.com to learn more.
Yeah, we got 2 frogs down. We're trying to decide which one of us is going to fake the injury here. 2 of them went down. One of them said, he's already down, so he popped back up.
Previous play is under further review. The one on the field
That was a coordinated effort by Channing Canada and Bud Clark, two defensive backs, both went to the ground at the same time. Clark looked over and saw that Canada was already down, so he popped back up. Meanwhile, we're going to look at this again.
That truly was hilarious to develop in real time. I mean,
you see Drake going with the double toe tap, NFL ready. Looks like he got them both in, but
they can't ruin the All-State good hands catch of the guy of the game.
Not if his name is Stoops, you can't.
On his senior day.
That's hard to tell. I mean, it looks good there, but it's about as close as you can get, isn't it?
I haven't seen evidence that he's out. Look at this.
The ref is standing right there.
You can go check the cleat marks. I think he's in, boys.
That is awesome.
He's in.
Ninth catch of the day. If it stands, it'll be first and goal OU at the 9-yard line.
Got to get him a touchdown.
Another McIntyre Law review. Noble McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs.
You're right, Gabe. Both officials ran up to each other and confirmed, and both gave the definitive catch signal, so they both saw it. Doesn't appear to be an angle that is better than what the view they had at it.
Looks like we've reached a verdict.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
That's good news. And there you hear the Stoops. Well, he had a 12-catch game earlier this year. He's at 9 right now. We still got a quarter plus to go. 3:01 to play in the third. Sooners lead 45-31. They're in the Delta Dental red zone. Delta Dental, the state's leading provider of dental benefits. Stoops in the slot left. Anderson over there by him. Sawchuk moves to the left of Gabriel. Back to pass. Looking. Steps up, throws late. Caught by Drake. Stiff arm. Get in. Reaches. They don't give it to him. Yeah, they do. Touchdown. I'm sure we'll look at this again, but the initial call was touchdown as Drake reached for the end zone with the football.
Wow. Now, they run a bunch of crossers down there, and he initially gets knocked off, and DG wanted it the whole way.
That the ball broke the plane. It's a touchdown.
A little face mask in there, too. Ball definitely crosses.
He did. He kept his knees off the ground. What an effort.
Wow. The replay official just pointed at the referee and said, play on.
I mean, back-to-back plays, Ted. What an effort by Drake Stoops.
Kid's unreal. Unreal.
That is a Big 12 leading 10th touchdown of the year for Drake on his 10th catch of the day. 9-yarder, and we got early movement on the extra point.
How about DG, though? Active in the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, steps up, buys that little extra second or two. Enough time for Drake to clear all that trash there in the middle.
Offense number 59. The try will be from the 8-yard line.
I think the biggest improvement I've seen from Dylan Gabriel this year is the way he's been able to manipulate the pocket. I think it's a trust in the offensive line and how good they've been in pass pro.
This is the 5th game now this year that OU has scored at least half 100 on them. They're at 51 right now, awaiting the extra point. And it is off the foot of Zach Schmidt, and it is good. 2:46 to go in the third. 52-31. OU retakes a 3-score lead. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. And there go the ponies on the run. Chris, down to you.
Gabe, let's take a look at that 4th and short play. What a call by Jeff Lebby. TCU sold out. Dylan Gabriel kept it. Arguably, at least in the second half, the biggest play of the half.
Yeah, and you look at just a subtle wrinkle of that play. You've got Stogner motioning in from the slot, and he gets to the split zone action, which I'm trying to remember, they have not run the option concept from that action all season long. So you get to something that looks like a play you run all the time, the split zone action when he comes in motion like that, and then you throw something completely different at them that they haven't seen. You get to a +1 run, which is what Brent Venables always calls these QB run concepts. You put a guy in an impossible position, he takes the running back, and DG's unaccounted for. That's great play design.
Kickoff coming up to take it is Everhart at the 6-yard line. He'll return it, finds a hole to the 20, breaks a tackle at the 25, stiff arm, trying to get away from Billy Bowman, and he can't.
Excellent.
Lost a yard back to the 24.
Excellent job. Owen Heineke comes down, massive collision, runs over a blocker, forces it outside, stays alive on the play, and then Billy Bowman, who's the safety on the kickoff team, just perfect placement, really good job making that tackle there. That's excellent coverage.
Oklahoma Turnpike Authority drive summary on the OU touchdown drive. They went 6 plays, 75 yards in 2:28. Drake Stoops, 9-yard touchdown catch. He's now got 10 catches for 99 yards today. Hoover throws to Richardson in the flat. Evades one man, but can't get away from the gang tackle. Gain of 3.
Really good job. Stutzman there showing the good sideline to sideline speed. Running from that Mike Backer spot there. Big collision.
2nd and 7. Josh Hoover has thrown the ball now 46 times today. Handoff. Amani Bailey crunched at the 30. He got 3. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Isaiah Coe, the tackle.
Yeah, another good play on the interior there. Lacey and Coe playing the interior spot. No push there by TCU's offensive line. And Stutzman again coming in, making good physical contact there. No yards after contact.
2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Frogs go 5 wide.
So we're coordinating the rush here with empty, making sure we don't give up a free lane for the quarterback to pull it.
Hoover looks right, looks back left, throws, slant. It is caught. Richardson, the former Cowboy, has the first down. Out to the 39.
I don't know, something there in coverage. Bowman having a conversation, I think, with Kendall Toby there about something. I don't know if he thought he was supposed to have some help there.
Richardson in motion on 1st down. Going to throw it.
Nice.
Surrounded. Lobs it to no one in particular. Incomplete. Just got rid of it, Hoover did. He was in a phone booth back there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
He was in a phone booth with a 330-pound defensive lineman, and somehow he got the ball out of there. It just tried to wing it downfield, and he's lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Kids, we used to have these things called phone booths. It's a weird concept, I know, but anyway, look it up online. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Hoover hands it off. Bailey caught him 45-yard line. He's in the open field 50, down the sideline sprinting. It's a race with Bowman, and Billy caught him and dragged him down behind the 15.
Was that one back power, Gabe? Just pull a blocker around and fit it up and open that seam up, and they're off to the races.
They've had some success running the football when they've gotten to it. Ted, Amani Bailey, he is
really good.
He's fun to watch, man. That guy's got some juice.
He's got 154 yards rushing now today. Hoover to throw on 1st down, lobs to Bailey out of the backfield. Caught it at the 10 to the 5. He's reaching for the goal line, and they're going to give it to him. Touchdown.
It's that same little screen we saw earlier, and kind of almost treat it like a tunnel screen. He gives himself a little space, runs an out move, and then cuts back in, giving those linemen time to get up to that 2nd level, and then he just tries to find a little crease and turn it north-south. Stutzman tries to lunge and make a play, but it's hard to tackle him if you don't have your feet under you and able to bring your hips and have some punch.
That's a really nice concept. I was going to complain when they ran it earlier, Ted, because I thought he caught it a few yards beyond the line of scrimmage. So I was going to complain that it should be a legal man downfield, but on that one, he's catching it right at the line of scrimmage with a head of steam. It's almost like a wide receiver middle screen, but they're running like an angle route, a Texas route.
Yeah, it's a
good concept.
It's a tunnel screen to a running back, which is odd.
Extra point is good. Touchdown was confirmed. Extra point is good. 12-yard pass from Hoover to Bailey. His big day continued.
We usually see for a middle screen for a running back, he'll pivot and come back inside, but that really doesn't get your backers flowing outside. But like the Texas angle route, that does get the backers to kind of vacate that middle spot and make the angles a little bit better. It's a good concept.
52-38 OU in front. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Sooner football from Learfield.
KRXO-FM and KRXO HD Oklahoma City.
This is Brent Venables, and you're listening to the flagship station for Oklahoma Sooner football, 107.7 The Franchise.
Broken out on this day after Thanksgiving here in Norman. 90 points have been scored, and we are not yet to the fourth quarter. 39 seconds to go in the third. Sooners lead at 52-38. The Turnpike Authority drive summary for the Frogs. 6 plays, 76 yards in a minute 57. Amani Bailey, the star of that drive. He had a 49-yard run and then caught the 12-yard touchdown pass. And the kickoff, again, will head over the head of Jaleel Farouk and out of the end zone for a touchback. There has been one possession here in the second half in which points weren't scored, and that's when Dylan Gabriel threw an interception on the first play of the drive. Other than that, nothing but points. We've seen 31 total points scored combined here in the third quarter.
Yeah, the defense has really devolved here for us as they've started to get to that running game. It just kind of makes all the pieces fall apart for us.
Snap. Handoff, Farouk, jet sweep, runs left. 25 outside, stiff arm 30, wrapped up by the ankles. And let's see where they spot this, right at the 35-yard gain.
That's a nice gain on first down and a really nice tackle, forcing a player to come all the way from depth to make that one-on-one on the outside. It's a tough tackle to make.
Sooners
really
don't.
Nice.
Sorry, Ted. Sooners don't have to snap it again, and they won't. Play clock at 12 seconds. And already everybody with 4 fingers in the air. We've got one more quarter of football on Owen Field here in 2023. Can the Sooners get it across the finish line? They need a win, and then we can all go home and hope for some help the rest of the weekend. They lead at 52-38. Today's broadcast brought to you by Mercy. At Mercy, your life is our life's work. This is Sooner football from Learfield.
Tennis analogy during the commercial break, and he's exactly right? You got to continue to put points on the board. You got to continue to keep putting pressure on TCU's offense to feel like they have to answer time and time again. So looking for the Sooners to put together another fantastic offensive drive. It's been really good up to this point.
By December 31st for the chance to win airfare and a 5-night stay for 2 at the Waikiki Malia in Honolulu. Sooners handed off to Sawchuk on the first play of the fourth quarter, and he tears off a nice chunk run of 7 out to the 37-yard line. That's a first down.
Really nice, and he's got that explosiveness back that we saw a year ago, where once he turns it downhill, he just violently gets 5-6 yards.
That is a 4th consecutive 100-yard rushing game for Gavin Sawchuk, and he'll add a couple of more to that. Squeezes through a tiny hole out to the 39 for 2.
Sure to be a 3-yard tackle for loss there, it looked like, and somehow he find a way to stay on his feet and press upfield. 2nd and 7, quick throw. Caught by Stoops, his 11th to the 45, hit hard, out of bounds near midfield. 11th catch today for Drake Stoops, and another Sooner first down. First down's brought to you by Paycom. Score big by letting employees do their own payroll at paycom.com. Well, I think that he took a big shot there, really delivered a shot, and maybe has his shoulder feeling pretty sore after that one. That's over 100 yards receiving for him today. Handoff Sawchuk over the 50-yard line into Frog territory and pushed back at the 47. 3-yard gain. Really nice cut there, and again, physical, getting upfield, getting that 3-yard gain on first down. And a lot of the fans there wanting some type of call as that he was tackled late after the whistle, which I'm fine with no call there as long as it's consistent. 52-38, Oklahoma leads it.
seeking yet another 10-win season. Stogner in short motion, play action. Gabriel looking, still looking. Now throws late out to Stogner, wide open at the 40, 35, rumbling to the 30. They're going to spot it down to the 28. That's 19 yards for Stog.
Good job again, Dylan Gabriel using those feet. Eyes are downfield. Great protection there by the offensive line, and Stogner's smart, leaking out late.
Stogner in motion this time. Keeper Gabriel runs. 25 slides down, sits down. They're going to say he started it at the 26, so it's a 2-yard gain.
I kind of look like a 3-year-old trying to figure out the slip and slide.
He might have seen Jamoy Hodge and had flashbacks right there.
Smart.
I'm getting down, all right? 2nd and 8. 12:30 to play. DG going to throw. Quick throw, stoops, 12th catch, swims by a guy, 20 to the 15, down the sidelines, 10, and out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. Drake has now tied his career high with his 12th catch, and that one hurt a bit.
Yeah, he got hit, and I don't think it was purpose, but fell on out of bounds after he was already down to the ground and rolling around. Someone fell on him late and rolled him up.
From the 9, 1st and goal. Stogner sets up right into the line, goes in short motion. Fake pitch, Gabriel surrounded and sacked, and that something went wrong there.
I think they happened to have the perfect play call, brought maybe a corner blitz there. And there's someone rolling it, one of the secondary players, I think, in the back of the end zone there.
Timeout for an injury to a defensive player.
We'll take a break while they tend to the injured frog. Today's broadcast brought to you by Mercy. At Mercy, your life is our life's work. 11:38 to play in this one.
Timeout on the field.
Soon again, has someone been bowling shoe ugly for the Oklahoma Sooner defense? Crowd roaring as Adrian Peterson is introduced in the south end zone, but could use a couple 80-type runs here, Gabe.
No doubt about it. And the run game has gotten going nicely here in the second half. You look at the situation, you're behind the chains because of the breakdown and the play action protection right there. So need to have a solid second down play here, but the good news is Drake Stoops is back out on the field. So when that guy's on the field, I feel pretty comfortable that a play is going to be made at this point in time, guys. He's been fantastic today.
That'll be 2nd and goal from the 14. The injured player, Mark Perry, has been helped off the field. Trips left, tight end right, Stoops in motion, stops, goes back. Gabriel throws it, fakes throw, looks end zone, steps up, surrounded, got to get rid of it. Rolling to his right, dumps it late, out of bounds, incomplete.
Boy, really nice job there by Dylan Gabriel, staying alive and being able to move around, keep his eyes downfield, and at the end there, just get rid of that ball into a good spot. Snap it another day.
Dylan Gabriel now 400 yards passing today. He needs 14 more to get it in the end zone here on 3rd down.
Weird to think that you almost can't handle not getting a touchdown here.
DG back to pass under pressure, and he's sacked. Well, the TCU pass rush has been non-existent today, but they get him twice after they had 1st and goal, and Gabriel slow to his feet here. And the Sooners will have to settle for a medium-length field goal.
Yeah, looks like he maybe got that left leg rolled up on the sack. It's a horrible combination right there. Sexton just beat clean off the edge, and now your starting quarterback may be banged up.
This is a big field goal here.
It's a 41-yard try from just inside the right hash.
Wind at his back.
Ben Anderson, the snapper. Josh Plaster, the holder. 1 for 1 today. Zach Schmidt. Snap back, hold down. Kick is away, plenty of distance, and it is good. Zach Schmidt, the 41-yarder. And with 10:14 to go, Oklahoma retakes a 3-score lead. It's now 55-38. Today's associate game sponsor is Allstate.
Like I'm sure gave the protection breakdowns in that last series, but it is good to see Zach Schmidt hit a couple field goals here in the final home game.
Yeah, that one especially, from a little bit of distance there. We all know the types of kicking issues that this team has had this year, so feels good to see Zach hit one down the middle from 40 plus, but important drive here for the defense. I know you mentioned they extended it back out to 3 scores, Plank, but TCU has just been moving the ball at will. Would love to see the defense step up here and get a stop.
Kickoff will be a touchback. TCU will start at the 25-yard line. Sooner touchdown drive, 12 plays, 53 yards, or field goal drive, 12 plays, 53 yards, and 5:25. Drake Stoops now 12 catches, 125 yards today. The all-time OU record, by the way, for catches in a game, according to our own Stats Kelly, is 15. Sterling Shepard, Justin Brown, Jalen Saunders, and Ryan Broyles all have 15-catch games in their careers. Kobe McKenzie in the game at linebacker here with 10:14 to play. Hoover, pump fake, now slings it out to the back. On the edge, that's actually Savion Williams, the big wideout who carries it forward to the 30 for a gain of 5.
Kobe McKenzie trying to use the sideline there and his extra player. Just got to be a little bit more aggressive, cut down that space a little bit more.
Frogs go pistol with trips left. 2nd and 5. Hoover hands it to Bailey, and he's wrapped up in the backfield, dropped for a big loss. R. Mason Thomas got him. 4-yard loss back to the 26.
Needed a big TFL there. Now we're again in a nice 3rd and long. It's been a while since we forced one of these, and see if we can dial up some pressure and cave that pocket in on Hoover again. Turnover would be really nice right now.
TCU 6 of 14 on 3rd downs today. 3rd and 9. Williams in motion, back to pass. Hoover dumps it to the back. That's caught at the 30. Got to go away. He's not going to get there. Tackled at the 31. Billy Bowman came up to make the stop. That was the tight end Wiley.
They're going.
4th down and 4.5. And TCU sensing that they got to get it with down to 9 minutes to go and trailing by 3 scores. So from their own 30, they're going to roll the dice here.
See what Coach V does. I feel like we've been at our best whenever we've been heating them up.
They roll up the corners tight. Hoover in the gun. In motion, Robinson. Snap. They bring pressure. Back to pass. Hoover near side. It is incomplete. Missed him. Looking for J.P. Richardson. They turn him over on downs.
Really good job there. Good pressure. Dialed up the blitz. Had it coming at him. He had to get that ball out of there a little quicker than he wanted, and the receiver didn't have a chance to get his eyes around to find the football. It was a little behind him, but had the timing been on, he probably could have made the catch, but because of the pressure, the ball had to come out quicker.
And the Sooners take over on the TCU 30. With 8:32 to play, it is indeed Dylan Gabriel back on the field. Remember the last possession, he left a little gimpy. He's back out there. Stoops and Farouk wide right, Anderson left, Sawchuk the running back. From the 30, snap, handoff, Sawchuk looking for a hole, squeezes through one, ahead for 3 to the 27.
That's a good run on 1st down, and I'd like us to see us transition to that 4-minute offense now. I know there's 8:20 left in the 4th quarter here, but with this lead, let's slow it down. They know we're running it. They know we're going to be moving the clock. That's okay. Continue to lean on those guys. We've had good blocking up front. The gap scheme stuff and the zone stuff really has been good. Sprinkle in some of the quarterback as well. Should be able to take a lot of time off the clock.
2nd and 7. They go trips to the boundary. That's the high side of the field. OU left to right here in the 4th. Gabriel's got it. Handoff, Sawchuk up in the middle. 25 spins his way forward to the 21. That is a 6-yard run. 3rd and 1 upcoming. Boy, he attacked that run. And they go tempo here quickly on 3rd and 1. TCU trying to get set. Gabriel's got it. Handoff Sawchuk, bangs to the 20. First down, moves the pile. Got just enough. And we're down to 7:25 to play.
I know they're trying to get the first and convert and then slow down, but I'd like to. I'm confident in the way we're running the football right now. I'd like to see them, squeeze an extra 30 seconds out of that last play.
Sierra and Brandon listening in Section 40 in the stadium today. William in South Jersey. Chad Dunlap in Section 44. Bring your headphones to the game, folks. Randy Jordan in Auckland, New Zealand. Blaine Burgess in Huntsville, Alabama. Michael in Joplin, Missouri. Sooners 1st and 10 from the 20. Gabriel looking to run it himself now. Throws late for the end zone. Incomplete. And we've got a flag down. Might have been a situation where he was supposed to run that and he threw it to not take a loss, but he had some guys downfield perhaps. Offensive lineman, that is.
There was no foul for ineligible players downfield as the ball was legally grounded by the quarterback. 2nd down.
Well, I'm glad we didn't get penalized on the play, but that makes no sense at all. Shouldn't be able to have someone illegally downfield if you're throwing it away as an incomplete pass.
Don't bring logic into this, Lehman.
Whatever we can do to bail the offense out of any tough situation there.
Oh, here we go.
Gabriel hands it off. Sawchuk over the left side, trips his way forward for a couple. Late flag in.
I wonder if they're going to call the
illegal
coming up and cutting the offensive lineman on the edge.
Yeah, because it's out of the box. Can't do that anymore.
6:40 to play.
So it's going to be determined where it took place. They're having a discussion right here. I think this is going to be
Personal foul, illegal block below the waist, defense number 0.
Nice.
Half the distance to the goal and automatic. First down.
That's our buddy Shad Banks again. And that'll move the ball to around the 9-yard line, I believe. McCade Matayer's the one that took the illegal block, and they do put it down at the 9. It'll be first and goal from there.
My favorite part is Banks cuts him, and Matoyer immediately on the ground turns to the official and goes, "Really?"
Trips right. Gabriel hands it off. Sawchuk up the middle to the 5, to the 1, reaching for the end zone. Give it to him. One official signaling touchdown. The other one's coming in, wants to talk about it. Let's make sure they're going to give him this here. The far side official signaled touchdown. The near side official seemed that he thought it was short. The signal's been given, though. So they're going to give it to him and look at it again,
on the
I think.
field is a touchdown.
So it is a touchdown. Let's see if we go look at this again. 6:30 to play. Third touchdown run of the day for Gavin Sawchuk if it stands. It's a 9-yarder.
Now knocking on the door, 600 total yards offensively as well.
Previous play is under further review. The ruling on the field was a touchdown.
I don't ever want to root against a touchdown, but if it's short, let's throw the ball to Drake.
Right.
80-yard jog for the officials on this one, boys.
Yeah, cardio work.
Looks like
he had some turkey and dressing yesterday.
Working off the carbs from all the rolls yesterday.
Trey listening in Bentonville, Arkansas. Alan Haley in Chicago, Illinois. David Renner in Tacoma, Washington. Tommy Blackburn in Columbia today. Not Missouri, the country. Cheryl Bishop in Bartlesville. Ben Coleman in Hawaii. We'll hit more of you later. Thank you, Sooner Nation. We got an official review going right now by Noble McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs.
Hard to tell. I think maybe it's just a little bit short, but that doesn't mean that that's how they're going to rule it. I don't know how definitive that evidence is that it's short. You can't really see when his knee's down. It kind of looks like his elbow also is down before the ball crosses, but hard to say. You know, I kind of lean towards the ruling on the field's going to stand.
So you're anti-Drake Stoops, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm hoping that Drake Stoops is able to catch a 75-yard touchdown on the next series.
I'm going to go tell Bob. Jane and Joe listening in Panama Beach, Florida today. Martha Berger in Atlanta. Sarah in the nation's capital. Here's the call.
After further review, the ruling of a touchdown stands.
9-yard touchdown run for Gavin Sawchuk. Touchdowns number 6, 7, and 8 of the season for him today. Boy, he's come alive here second half of the year, Ted.
Yeah, he has. He looks great. And, we've talked about it today, like some of those cuts where he gets going north and south. It looks like the flashes we saw a year ago that had everyone so excited, and just didn't see that throughout the early part of the season. I think part of it is just hadn't had a whole lot of snaps. He missed a lot of time because of injury a year ago, and then again this year. Just took a while for him to round into form.
Sooners have now scored more points today than they had scored on them last year in Fort Worth. Extra point is good. It's now 62-38. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. It is the third time this season Oklahoma has scored at least 60 points in a football game. Then Kansas State lose to Iowa State on Saturday night. So there's a complication in there where if Texas and Oklahoma State both lose, but Kansas State wins, OU doesn't get in. So you'll know tonight, based on the results of the Texas game, who you're rooting against tomorrow. If Texas wins tonight, you need the Cowboys to lose tomorrow. If Texas loses tonight, you need Kansas State to lose tomorrow. That's at least as it has been explained to us. Go ahead, Gabe. I'm sorry. It's a touchback.
Well, you're the most reasonable amongst us. Toby, I refuse to cheer for Texas.
No, you'd never cheer for Texas.
Never.
No.
Over my dead body. But do I cheer against Texas Tech tonight?
I don't think so. I think the answer to that question is, which do you think is more likely to happen on Saturday? BYU beat OSU or Iowa State beat Kansas State?
I think Iowa State beating Kansas State's more likely.
Then root against Texas.
Oh, no.
Hoover to throw on first down, out to the right, sailed it, picked off, intercepted, Billy to the 20, spun around, he's still on his feet, he's coming back near side. No, he didn't. He did not. He's to the 5. He scored. Touchdown. Billy Bowman stands on business. No flags. It's another pick six, and this time he added a pirouette. Amazing. You can unhitch the wagon, by the way, and put the ponies in the board. Billy Bowman is amazing.
I don't know if I've ever seen a interception return where it feels like the player scores twice. He was going down the left sideline over there, and it looked like he was going to score, and then all of a sudden he got spun around. It almost looked like he got spun around by his face mask, and somehow regathered himself, cut back all the way across the field, and got some good blocking out front.
Touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Oklahoma's number 60. That 50-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
He must have come off the bench, guys.
Coming out for the extra point, I guess, ran into some lingering TCU players.
Now, this is his former team, so maybe there's some Sooner fans start their SEC chant again.
Pretty glorious.
68-38. Here's the extra point try for Zach Schmidt. It is off his foot, and it is good. Wow, what a year for Billy Bowman. Now 6 interceptions. 3 of them have gone to the house. Teddy, you have kind of underlined his campaign for Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. He got another one here.
Injury to a player on the field.
Yeah, just another great play. We had some pressure on the quarterback. Errant throw, overthrows it. He's right there, plucks it, and his return skills are excellent. That's why he was a kick returner early in his career. And, he had the one against Iowa State, the first series of the game. That was great. Goes all the way across the field. And then the play, obviously, at BYU last week was amazing. On his own, pulls himself out of a blitz to make a huge play in the game that we absolutely had to have. And then today, maybe ices this thing. So just can't say enough about Billy Bowman, man. He's been great.
Caleb Schaefer, by the way, injured on the extra point.
Yeah, and he's been down a couple times this year with that lower extremity injury, so it's been something that the big man out of Miami of Ohio has battled with. I wonder, Gabe, do you think there's any way Billy Bowman is as tired now as maybe more tired than he was after the 100-yard, right?
No.
He might have run more than 100 yards during this one.
The altitude is no longer in play here, so anyone that's experienced exercising at altitude knows what I'm talking about. Billy's fresh as a daisy right now compared to the 100-yarder last week.
Yeah, and I'll add one more thing. As you might imagine, the sideline was pretty amped to see that from Billy Bowman when he got back over here, Toby, and it's amazing. Teddy talked about Defensive Player of the Year. How about the leadership that he's provided, right? Coach Venables telling us that as Caleb Schaefer is helped off the field by two of the Sooner athletic trainers, I think, Robert Fulton is in there on his right arm. But, this is a guy that had to then be responsible for a lot of the alignments with Danny Stutzman out in the second half and really seemed to step up in that role. So you talk about a guy that's obviously raised his profile on the field. Gabe, Teddy, what I see down here on the sidelines too with Billy, the leader, and the communication he brings to the defensive huddle after he's been out on the field, it's really cool to see.
Well, I'll tell you, obviously the interceptions and the returns are huge plays, and that's what gets the attention. But the tackles he makes that clean up some of the problems we have. Think about the tackle he made on kickoff coverage today whenever it looked like they were about to get a big return as the safety out there. He's just all over the field, cleaning up messes left and right.
Sooners have to kick off from the 20 because of the penalty. It'll come down to Everhart at the 12, up the right side, 20, 25, 30, dips it outside, 35, cuts it up. Woody Washington grabs him at the 40, and he is tackled out near the 45. So a good return will give the Frogs good field position here. But we're down to 6:02 to play. And what was close to a two-score game has now been spread open again. Oklahoma leads by 31.
I was trying to think of the best way to say this. Regarding Billy Bowman, as a fan base, and I'm lumping us into that, we got to do whatever we got to do to get him back in an OU jersey next season.
He will have a decision to make.
Yeah, would feel a lot better going into the new conference with that guy on your defense next year for sure. Handoff of Monty Bailey. Sprints around the corner, look like an obvious hold. Yep, here comes the flag. He takes it to the OU 49, which would be a gain of 7, but this is coming back.
Holding, offense number 18. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
Samuel Osamigo in the game is the one that got held there, the freshman Cheetah. 7th penalty on TCU today, backs it up to the 34. It's going to be weird, fellas, to wake up on Saturday morning, get to watch football.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's going to be great. Whose house are we going to?
You guys are welcome at mine.
Everybody meet at Gabe's house tomorrow?
Yeah. Listen, we're ready to rock and roll.
Got some leftovers over there?
We'll just get more food. We'll order new stuff for you boys.
Handoff this time to Cook over the right side. Osamigo grabs him by the ankles. Can't hang on, but he's tackled from behind at the 39. It's a 5-yard gain for Cam Cook.
TCU looks like they're content with keeping it on the ground and trying to get out of here healthy if they can with some guys. Been a tough year for TCU, man. after going to the national championship a year ago, I know they had a lot of high expectations. The season started weird with that Colorado opener, and just have never really been able to stay consistent throughout the year.
2nd and 15. Hoover's put it in the air 54 times today, make it 55. Throw caught by Everhart on the 40. Splits defenders and gets near midfield. He'll be about 6 or 7 yards shy of the first, out to the 48. Yeah, what do they say, Mai, how the turntable turns? Team that played for the national championship last year will be sitting at home during bowl season this year.
That's wild. That's wild.
Did you just misquote Michael Scott?
I think so.
Is that what just happened?
Now how the turntables, maybe
there you go.
Turntables turn. I don't know.
Nailed it.
3rd down and 7. Hoover claps his hands, looks right, throws right, caught. Everhart planted by Canick, but it's enough for a first down.
Really nice play there by Canick. Just pulls the trigger, goes and makes a good physical, clean tackle. You know, you always worry about those being some type of targeting or something. Makes a good, clean hit there for a nice play.
Frogs will go Wildcat or Wild Frog here, as they'll put Savion Williams set to receive the snap. They've got 3 guys in a line out to the left, one of them the quarterback, Hoover. And Savion takes it himself up the middle. Boy, he's big. To the 40, to the 39. He got 5. I'd do that more.
Yeah, I like that, putting him back there in the backfield. He's a load to bring down. Nice play there by Canick, all alone trying to make that play.
Quads now out to the left. Hoover back at quarterback on 2nd and 5. He wants to throw, does down the middle. He's got Beck to the 10-yard line. Peyton Bowen grabs him around the 5. It'll be 1st and goal TCU. Jack Beck, LSU transfer.
It looked like TCU was going to run the ball out, but they found some stuff, and here they are knocking on the door again, trying to punch it in and put more points up on the board.
2:40 to play.
Stacking stats and points at this point.
Josh Hoover now 31 of 57 passing, 339 yards. Hoover's got it. Looks right, looks back left, lobs one for the end zone. He's got Wiley wide open for the touchdown. Jared Wiley, the tight end. Somebody blew an assignment there. 5-yard TD.
I had that little bunch formation there, and you know, it's tough, especially whenever things happen fast and you find yourself in the red zone. You can forget your red zone rules, and a lot of your coverages play different whenever it's tagged with red zone. You know, if it's red 3 or red 4, some of these concepts you have to treat differently. And I know we've got some different guys out there right now, and in the chaos and in the tempo, you lose sight of what your responsibility is supposed to be.
Second touchdown for Wiley today. Extra point for Kell is good. And with 2:22 to go, it's now 69-44. That is 69-45, excuse me. That is now 114 points that have been scored today.
Hope you had the over, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get some things done in the morning and have a few beverages and be ready to watch that one on the couch.
I don't think they kick an onside, but I could be wrong. What are they?
It looks like a
4-score game. Well, I guess a 3-score game.
Looks like they're going to kick it deep. Little punch to an open area, but Billy Bowman up and takes it, falls on it. Why not? First time Billy's touched the football in a while and not scored a touchdown. Sooners will start at their own 28. That basketball game, by the way, underway in San Diego. OU and USC tied at 7-7 early on.
Still got the starting O out there, looks like.
I think they're going to give him a chance maybe for a curtain call here, Gabe. Or Teddy.
Javante Barnes in the game at running back, and they will hand it to him. Cuts right to the 30, out to the 34-yard line. And indeed, Dylan Gabriel will hug Drake Stoops.
Timeout, Oklahoma. The the first of the half, 30 seconds in late.
Jackson Arnold in to replace him, and a pretty good sign right there. Perhaps that, as everyone has speculated, this is the end of Dylan Gabriel's collegiate career here at Oklahoma after this season. It doesn't have to be, but it seems that everybody has been in agreement all year from his head coach on down that it likely would be. Not that taking him out of the game early means that's definitely the case.
And it's interesting to see what his future holds. Now, you got the NFL, but there's money to be made in college football these days as well.
Handoff Javonte Barnes from Jackson Arnold. He's got the first down out across the 38. He is right now the 7th leading passer in college football history. If Gabriel plays the bowl game, he could get to number 6. If he did want to come back next year and had a 3,000-yard year or so, which is what he's had this year, he could be the all-time leading passer in college football history. He could at least make a run at Case Keenum.
What's Case Keenum's around 19,000?
19,000 or so, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It would take a big year. Snap, handoff Barnes. 1:32 to go. No gain on that carry. Haven't seen Javonte in a while. He had no carries in the last 2 games. Getting some late action here. Now he'll jog off the field.
Is that Cade McIntyre coming in?
You got Megwa in the game. Nice.
He's rarely been in uniform.
Yeah, he's been. I think this is the second time I've seen him in uniform all season long. He was in uniform for the West Virginia game.
Yep.
But
he's a good looking
athlete. Looks fantastic.
Yes, he does.
Washington transfer Emeka Megwa, and they're going to give him a carry. Up the middle, across the 40, out to the 45. And they're going to have to snap it one more time, and that's going to do it. The Sooners are going to pick up a 10th win. They're going to complete yet another undefeated season at home. And they're going to pick up the 700th win in modern era program history today.
I know we hoped to have we still have a chance to get into the Big 12 championship, and I know we hope to have, definitely made it, but 10-win season after what we saw last year is pretty impressive.
Jackson Arnold takes a knee, and that'll do it. Brent Venables headed cross field to shake hands with Sonny Dykes. Final score on the final day of the regular season. Oklahoma 69 and TCU 45. The post-game show is next. This is Sooner Football from Learfield.